Hello, Chief. Good morning, everyone in Macon, Georgia, Middle Georgia, and everyone else around the world through the World Wide Web. This is the Morning Roast for Thursday, November 14th, 2013.
What's up?
Live. We're here live from the Nut House. Freezing hours off with Irv, Ed, and yours truly, DB here.
Freezing hour, right? So,
yes.
It is 21 degrees outside. How much is it in here, Ed?
62 right now.
Yeah, barely 62, yeah. It's 21 degrees. Can you believe it was? Yeah, it was actually 21 degrees this morning as I checked on the local news. We actually broke a record, folks.
Yeah.
The previous record was in 1965. It was 25 degrees.
Yeah.
I think around this time on this day.
You see us on there?
It's 21 degrees.
I don't
Good morning, Bean.
Are we on there?
Yeah, I guess.
Yes.
I can't get it. It's not coming
Good
up.
morning, Bean. Welcome back. I haven't seen you in a minute or two. Yeah, it's Cowboy Irv this morning. Yeah. Actually,
Good
this.
time? See, good time can't see either. You're seeing it.
I'm not seeing. I have connection failed.
I have connection failed too.
Yeah, I still haven't moved away yet. Yeah.
But I'm encoding. I mean, it's going up. And we're,
Oh,
on,
Lord.
we're on the board. It shows we're on the board. So.
All right, are we finished? Okay.
They
Good
can't
morning,
see it,
Blaine. Mohammed Hussein is here. Smell my finger too much. DS, what do you think? Yeah, DS. Actually, this belongs to DS.
Yeah, Urban Brooklyn Cowboy.
And,
Okay.
yeah, I belong her. Yeah. And, but this is on loan, of course. Belongs in a museum. I like it. Yeah. Thank you, my brother. I think it does look good too.
It's 8:05 a.m. Eastern Time in Macon, Georgia. It's 21 degrees, so we're barely legal and frozen in here.
Yeah.
It's the high is going to be 62 degrees, and the low is actually going to be a little bit warmer tonight. Today. Going to be 41, so it's going to be highest degree 62. Going to be 41 degrees tonight.
Nice hat, by the way, for $7. It's an original. You know, it's real. It's not made of paper like they make them today.
Yeah, that's true.
And yeah, and Irv thinks Toronto is cold. Yeah. By the way, your mayor of Toronto.
Yes.
He's in big ass trouble, boy. They're trying to crucify that guy.
Oh yeah. What's that guy's name?
Yeah, he's denying that he's a
Marion Barry 2.0.
I got a awesome video of that guy. I can't see it in here, but in the laptop in there, I can
Rob
pick it up.
Ford, yes.
So, but I got a video of that guy.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Oh, yeah. It's a
All right,
great-
you're gonna
it's a
bring
late
that on?
night hanger.
You gonna bring that
Okay.
up now?
I can.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna kind of preface it.
You all right?
Explosive new allegations surfaced about the embattled Toronto mayor, Rob Ford, in court documents released on Wednesday, the same day the city council voted to ask him to take a leave of absence. The court report, more than 500 pages long, alleges a pattern of drug use and erratic and sometimes abusive behavior by the mayor. The judge ordered the report's release late last month. You ready, Ed?
Yeah, this is a video of him going into a drunken rant
Okay, here we go. Take a look at this.
that I got.
And you can weep there too much.
Somebody needs some anger management.
Yeah.
Man,
There you have it.
that's the mayor.
Anyway.
Well, it just goes to show you, everybody's human. They all have their. dark
We all
side,
have a picadillo.
our
Right?
Yeah.
skeletons in the closet.
Yep.
Yes, we do.
Anyway,
Sometimes in life you're the statue, sometimes you're the pigeon.
there you go. Thank you, Ed. That was great. That video is going to be infamous.
Muhammad just sang you a verse from the song.
Say again?
Muhammad.
Yeah,
sang-
Mama
sang-
Irving sings, mothers don't let your sons grow up to be cowboys. They're always alone and never at home, even with some one-day love. Yeah.
Mothers don't let your
Baby,
grow up to be
cowboys.
I like Grandma got run over by a reindeer. I rather.
Oh, yeah.
That. That's gonna be played out. next few weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Christmas is already here, folks. They screwed up the holidays. It seems like everybody's already talking about Christmas. Yes. Oh, I love it.
Western.
Yeah, it seems
Slim
like
with
we're
it.
all having connection problems this morning. I'm not sure.
I'm connected now.
But
Do you think it's the weather thing?
no, I think it's the site itself. Mark Vaughn said if you he put something on Facebook saying if you have any complaints about what's going on with your site, don't reach out to me on Facebook. Reach out to me on this.
Right, on the forum.
So on
Yeah, because
Vaughn.
that's his personal Facebook page.
Must be something.
Just like with Derek Shapiro, when they went to my personal Facebook page, ranting about Anthony in the video, and
Oh, they
don't
didn't.
come with my personal shit, man.
Yeah.
Go there.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Anyway,
why-
so far Bean says hers is fine. Go figure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, if anybody that's having trouble, just reboot, I guess.
You hit
Refresh.
F5 till you get it. Just F5, that's all. Refresh. And eventually it'll come in.
Yes.
No go porn on Facebook. You want a grandma, a guy running over by a reindeer costume? Sure. Yeah, bring it over, baby. I'll take it. All right, here we go. Let's welcome everybody. We got DS Photo Guy, Good Time Radio,
They do.
Darby, Too Much. God,
Yeah.
do the Too Much. I said yeah. Muhammad Hussein, Mr. Peace Talker. Welcome. You're a new one. Welcome.
And
And
Mr.
smell my finger. Mr. Peace Talker, well, you're in the wrong show, because we don't talk much peace around here.
Yeah, we do.
Just a little bit.
We don't say much. But welcome. We're
Yes.
glad you're here. Hope you'll enjoy the next 2
2 hours and 45
50
minutes.
yeah,
Yeah.
somewhere.
2 hours and 50 minutes, yeah. But speaking of that guy, that Toronto Mayor, Marion Barry 2.0, yes. We got some more drug news.
We got it all right here in Macon, Georgia,
Right
the
here.
center of the universe.
Yes, it is. 45 arrested in a meth bus across 12 middle Georgia counties. Wow. 40.
I missed that story. We could
Yeah, I guess it,
He was on
probably,
the Fox 24 page. Says 45 people have been arrested in a sweeping investigation of methamphetamine trafficking across 12 counties in middle Georgia and up to Atlanta.
Wow.
Says the Jones County Sheriff's Office just announced yesterday afternoon. The investigation started in June when the sheriff deputies for Jones, Putnam, and Baldwin counties started looking at meth distribution across the Okmulgee Judicial Circuit. The investigation that quickly expanded to Wilkinson, Washington, and Spalding counties. According to the Jones Sheriff's Office, people from Jones, Baldwin, and Washington counties were found traveling to Griffin and the metro Atlanta area to obtain meth and then returning it to Middle Georgia to sell it. As the investigation continued, it expanded to include Jasper, even right here, Bibb County, Butts, Monroe, Clayton, and Cobb counties as well.
I can't help but laugh every time they think Butts County.
Yeah. Sheriff's offices and those counties assisted in the investigation. Don't kill my thunder. I got a story for that too. Drug dealers would obtain much as 7 to 8 ounces of
That
meth.
Butts story?
Yes, 8 ounces of meth in a single trip to Metro Atlanta would make many trips each week. Now, investigators concluded surveillance of many of these trips, including a 300-mile round trip from Washington County through Spalding County to Cobb County. On that occasion, investigators intercepted the drug dealers and seized a quarter pound of meth in Washington County alone. The probe also led to the discovery of how cell phones inside 2 Georgia prisons used by an inmate to arrange drug transactions while he was incarcerated.
Yeah.
Those arrested have a cumulative total of more than 350 prior arrests on a variety of charges. And a number of those arrested were on probation or parole at the time of their arrest.
Yeah.
The Jones County Sheriff's Office said the investigation is continuing and additional arrests are expected. So it's going to continue.
It's going to continue. I'll tell you why. And I'm not talking about the arrests. I'm talking about this kind of stuff is going to continue. Look at what's happening now in Afghanistan. Did you hear that their crop of opium has actually skyrocketed? They're actually exporting more opium than before the war. You're not going to stop this shit. And look at the tunnels they just found.
In Mexico?
In Mexico.
I
Tijuana?
have
Yeah.
a video for that.
You have a video of that tunnel? Yeah, we'll bring that up. But as Ed Q sat up, right here, Macon, Georgia, one of the things that really, I think, adds to this, why this atmosphere is going on, is people having big parties in their house. I mean, what is there to party about here? But yet, people find some time to party. Everybody's partying. Macon police broke up a fight at a party that involved more than 50 people on Saturday. This was Saturday. At an apartment complex in Northside Drive, according to the police. Police officer called to the park at Northside Complex, a couple of blocks west of Tom Hill, Senior Boulevard, around 2 a.m. On arrival, I observed a very large 50-plus in the parking lot in front of 1605. The officer wrote in his report, the crowd was immediately dispersed, and according to the report, tenant Richard T. Flint Jr., 21, who had twice been told to end the party, was cited for maintaining a disorderly household. So, it's this kind of atmosphere, people partying, that causes a lot of this meth and all the shit to explode.
Yeah. And to tell you the truth, I'm not surprised because remember 40 some odd years ago, 40, 45 years ago, the same thing happened in Vietnam. You had a whole lot of people, the poppy fields and opium and stuff was blowing all over the place in Vietnam, Cambodia, and Laos and stuff, and use of LSD. I'm not saying that the soldiers over in Afghanistan are taking the drugs like a good number of the Vietnam soldiers, American soldiers in Vietnam, but if there's a lot of war there, of course, there may be some drugs. Look at what's going on in Mexico. You got like these wars between the drug cartels in Mexico, on the border states like Texas and California and Arizona and New Mexico.
Yeah,
it's
regard human life as anything.
Yeah.
Exactly.
By the way, Diaz says, I tried opium once or twice, but it was pretty good, but it made me grab my girlfriend's best friend's ass at a party.
I blamed it on the blood.
You blamed it
Was
on the
that
black
the
guy.
Always.
Oh, my God.
Really, Diaz? Was that really the opium?
Mm-hmm.
You guys ready for this video?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
2 months says, Diaz, you're lucky you didn't grab a boyfriend's ass. Maybe he did, and that's what he thought,
Well, if you do, just imitate that old lady. How you thinking? I'm checking for prostate. Anyway, come to the side and talk.
B says, I was grown in the 70s and the drugs were plentiful. But the drugs of today are mixed with shit that will kill you. Wouldn't touch them with a 10-foot pole.
Well, yeah. Well, of course you wouldn't touch them now. Shoot, the people, you got kids sniffing glue and spray paint stuff. They weren't doing that back in the 50s and 60s because it's like, what's the last place you want to, most of the stuff you get at a Lowe's store. People don't buy back then they didn't buy stuff, glue and junk just to huff and sniff. They did that to actually fix some stuff together, like fixing a house. They weren't there to
they
get
weren't
high.
sniffing it.
Yeah, they weren't sniffing.
Anyway, so, that's the way it is. I've heard every time the bell rings, the angel earns his wings. So what does that mean? Every time there's a party, a meth lab explodes. How long did it take you to think of that, Muhammad? You're unbelievable. These guys have vivid imaginations.
Wow.
Good morning, Big John Stud.
Oh, yeah, I haven't heard that in a long while. I thought you were dead, man. Big John Studd, he was
Welcome back. I don't remember him.
famous pro wrestler back during the WWF, back WWE days when it was still WWF.
Goodbye, Big John Stud. All right.
Again.
LWR Ventures is here.
All right. How you do?
Welcome.
How do?
Good to see you. And anyway, what else is in the news, Derek?
Well, actually, I don't know.
Video, remember?
Oh yeah, you can go. Yeah, go ahead and roll that video.
Oh yeah, roll it, baby.
I picked the wrong week to quit sniffing glue.
I think that's the wrong.
Yeah.
This
Here
is
we
the
go.
nondescript warehouse where this latest drug tunnel was found. This was the cover for this particular drug operation. Toys. They were going to move them from this warehouse to another one farther into the state of California. This is the plug for the tunnel. Pretty simple stuff. Just a very heavy piece of cement on a big wire connected to a machine that could pull it up. This is the tunnel. Down this hole and 600 yards away is Mexico and a whole other world. This is the air system.
Correct. And this is the...
And this would go all the way to the Mexico side.
Yes, and you can see it's not really done really well.
Oh, I see.
It's just attached. And then they had a power system which they would use for the pneumatic spade and for lighting.
And for lighting. So this is the sled on regular mining tracks. They would have moved dirt out of the tunnel and drugs across the tunnel. They literally had to go 1,700 feet, about 6 football fields, all the way into Mexico to bring it right up into this area here. The tunnelers weren't exactly on target as they dug. I take it, Joe, they came up here thinking they were inside the warehouse, and this is just outside the warehouse.
You are absolutely 100% correct. Yes.
How many times did they miss their target?
That we can see, they missed it like about 3 times.
Digging through clay, the estimate, it took about 9 months and up to $2 million to construct. If they get one shipment through, it's worth it. You must assume that one of these tunnels is always at some stage of being built.
Yeah, we do. We operate on that.
So we're 35 feet, 40 feet below the ground right now.
Correct.
And this was dug clearly with pretty rudimentary, it looks like tools of some sort. What are
Absolutely. These striations that you see here are exactly the markings that a pneumatic spade, which is a handheld tool,
Right.
would do for cutting in. The other tools that we found down here, believe it or not, are a pickaxe and a shovel.
This is amazing. So you descend all this way, and by the time you get to this part of the tunnel, it's not a proper tunnel at all, it's a hole. Tunnels like this, ever more important in the drug trade. As border security increases, Mexican drug cartels have to work harder.
We're pushing them literally into the air, underground, and out into the ocean.
Well, despite this being a sophisticated tunnel, as they call it, it's not as sophisticated as some of them have been. You can see that there's still very rough stairs up to the surface here. Presumably, they say there would have been an elevator at some point to take the drugs up. The other thing about this tunnel is you can really feel the lack of oxygen as you make your way in through it. It's quite an experience.
Miguel Marquez joins us now. I was in a tunnel a couple years ago that did have an elevator. So was this tunnel not finished? Did it ever actually have drugs moving through it?
It was technically finished. They had some drugs move through it, but the agents knew where those drugs were in another warehouse in Chula Vista. They say that tunnel was packed, jam full of drugs, both cocaine and marijuana from the U.S. side all the way to the Mexican side. Clearly, there was a jam up in the distribution system for those drugs. It is harvest season in Mexico. They expect shutting down this drug tunnel is only going to create more pressure to either build another tunnel, bringing it over ultralights or in boats farther up the coast of California. It's going to be a very, very interesting year.
Yeah, well, there you go.
That is
Nice
something
tunnel.
else, man. 600 yards, that's almost like about I would say maybe a third or less than half a mile. Less than half a mile, man. That is a lot of stuff.
Look at that.
Yes, it's the Emperor.
There's
Yes.
Come to the
there's our
Yes.
there's our
I
leader.
am your father.
Yes. I will never join the dark side, Emperor.
All right,
I'm a Jedi,
you
like my
IM
father
me a
before me.
Brooklyn link.
It's so big.
I ain't got it. Try again, ATT. Good morning, watching Tonka. Watching Tonka. Like that.
I got a link for
Yeah.
you.
I have this. I will say this though. I mean, for them to.
ATT, send that to Southpaw DB. Let him cover that.
Yeah.
I'll tell you one thing. When they were wondering how I was able to work those, talking, I think Bean was saying like how was they able to work. I bet you if they had those drug cartels, if I'm not mistaken, if they have, oh yeah, the video, okay. If they have guns, I know they got to have those nighttime goggles to be able to work at night.
Oh yeah, they and believe me, all that drug money buys a lot of shit.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when people are
Oh yeah.
desperate to make money. It's all about the money. You know.
Big-
Derek, I'm going to send you the link so you can cover the story.
Okay.
All right.
But Derek, you're not on Facebook, are you?
No, because I'm on here.
Yeah, it seems like
Bob,
everybody's
I'll
having
still
connection
check it.
problems
I can-
this morning, guys. If you have connection, but just keep rebooting, I guess.
Hit
or
F5, refresh. Just keep
Just
doing
hit
it, you'll eventually
refresh.
come back.
And who knows? Whatever.
Okay. Oh, you sent the link. Okay.
All right, here we go. Speaking of which, by the way, the Bibb County Sheriff's Office gave the oath of office to 55 Macon police officers yesterday as part of an upcoming new consolidation. Macon criminal investigators were officially sworn in and now in place for January 1st when the new government officially goes to work. Officers Chris Paul of Macon Police Crime Stoppers was among them. You guys have known him. He's a really cool guy. I like him. Chris Paul. It's a great honor to be part of the Sheriff's Department, said Paul. Something I didn't think I was going to do in the past, but I'm glad I've been absorbed into the Sheriff's Department now. Sheriff Davis is scheduled to swear in other Macon police officers before the end of the year, and his goal is to have all personnel ready by the start of 2014. And by the way, he also highlighted that both departments over 34 years of his law enforcement career have strong relationships. Mm-hmm. And although they were sworn in a group, they received their badges individually, and the sheriff personally welcomed each investigator. Sheriff Davis says a massive swearing-in ceremony is scheduled to be held in January, and I'll be there. I'll make sure I'm there, yeah.
Speaking of politics, did you happen to watch WMAZ News around 6 o'clock yesterday? They had actually had a Randall Savage and one of the co-anchors from the news. They had a debate between the mayor candidates.
How did that go?
It was very good. It was. I mean, they were quite civil. They were really well mannered and stuff. It wasn't like any back.
Well, they didn't have Anthony as a candidate either.
Well, possibly, but they were like really civil to each other. They both had good views. Thanks, B. They appreciate it. They really had a lot of good views, and hopefully, whichever I think really either one would be really qualified for it. And speaking of which, I have a news.
He has a new.
Well, it's not exactly a wing dang dinger, but.
That's gonna be for you, really.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know, really. Go ahead. Yeah, do that again, Ed.
There's something screwy around here.
God, tell us.
Yes. Well, there's Warner Robins. The early voting have been set, dates for early voting has been set. Warner Robins election superintendent Kathy L. Cummings announced the dates for early voting in the December 3rd runoff election in Warner Robins. The election will decide who will be the next mayor of Warner Robins and who will fill the council post 1 at the large seat. Randy Toms and Joe Musselwhite are the top vote getters in the mayoral race in the general election on November 5th, with Chuck Shaheen and Mike Daly taking the 2 top spots for the council post. Early voting will be held Friday, November 22nd in Warner Robins, Friday, November 22nd, and Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday on November 25th, 26th, and 27th. Of course, 28th won't be there because it's Thanksgiving. That's 28th. Voting will take place from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. each day in council chambers at the City Hall. All voters registered to vote in the early elections on November 5th, regardless of whether they voted in the election, are entitled to vote in the runoff election. And it says this is a city election only, so voters must reside within the city of Warner Robins and be registered to vote in the city.
We got Warner Robins. What other towns do we have around us? Because they all affect us. We got Warner Robins, Forsyth,
Gray,
Jones County,
Perry,
Byron,
Byron.
Yeah.
Lizella, Roberta.
Yeah, we got a lot, and
Payne
all
City,
of
I
them.
didn't even know
Oh yeah,
that
Payne
was
City.
City.
I think Payne City is like about just a neighborhood.
Well, Payne
size.
City was absorbed by Macon, no?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
They don't have a mayor
they did.
anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just saying, all of these places are all having elections and upheavals, whatever's going on.
Oh yeah.
I think Middle Georgia is going to be once again, and Atlanta now losing the Braves to Cobb County. It seems like Atlanta. They also lost their
Metro
dance.
Atlanta.
The what do you call it? Girls that dance around
Rockettes.
Well, no, the Rockets in New York. I'm saying here in Georgia, some dance troupe left.
Oh yeah, dance. Oh yeah, yeah.
make you horny, baby.
Big famous dance troupe. They left Atlanta as well. I guess everybody's bolting out of Atlanta.
Yeah, I guess it's coming out. I think it's going to be well, the Braves are moving out of the center part of Atlanta. I think they're going to like the metro Atlanta part. I mean, it's still going to be called Atlanta Braves, just like the Dallas Cowboys are. Even though they're in Irving, Texas, I know you like that since you got the cowboy hat on. They still consider themselves the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, welcome to Irving, Texas. By the way, yes, I do know the Rockettes. Actually, I did their dry cleaning. I used to dry clean their clothes, their costumes.
Wow, that's got to
I
be a
did that
lot
for a
of
couple of
sequins.
years. Yeah, they didn't have any panties.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
I just put in the link for those who are in the Warner Robins area, those who want to go ahead and early vote. Go ahead and get that out of the way. So I guess they start next Friday. As I said, it starts Friday, November 22nd, and all the way to 25th, 26th, and 27th. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
There we go.
For those there. So Wartown, if you're watching, there's a link right there.
You know, currently, we are going to be celebrating. I don't know if that's a celebration, but we're going to be observing the death of John F. Kennedy, who's coming up next week, right?
Yes, next Friday.
50 years already. Unbelievable. 50 years of this guy dead.
Yes.
Well, in lieu of that, or before that all happens, and we talk about it on the day, we're gonna. I wanted to take a look at some of the about death, people that are assassinated, presidents, all of that, and talk about that a little bit. But today we're not going to be talking about a president. We're going to be talking about a famous comedian that they are now claiming. Get ready with your button there, Derek.
Get that button ready.
Get that button ready, Ed. This is a wing dang, ding dang, ding dang, doo doo, ding ding, ding ding, ding ding, ding doodle. All right. Andy Kaufman. Remember him?
From
Comedian. Whatever. Renaissance man, whatever.
Yeah.
They say his brother, Andy Kaufman's brother, said that the comedian is alive. And that he has put on the biggest hoax of his life.
Assassination story is modern folklore.
Oh, that's Andy Kaufman talk.
From beyond the
he claims the taxi star who officially died of cancer in 1984 faked his own death to get away from being Andy Kaufman. Do you believe it? I would. This guy was a nutcase, dude.
Do you think he's probably somewhere hanging out, playing pool with Tupac and Biggie or something?
I don't know, but no, yeah, they were all hanging out together. But a mysterious woman's claims that she is the daughter of Andy Kaufman has helped revive the long-standing rumors fueled in life by Andy Kaufman himself that the comedian had faked his own death. The far-fetched admission, reported first by the Comics Comic and Defamer, occurred Monday night at the Andy Kaufman Awards held annually at the Gotham Comedy Club. The woman was introduced by Michael Kaufman, Andy's brother, who first explained how years ago he discovered an essay in which Andy detailed plans to fake his death. Official records state the taxi star died in 1984 at age 35 of lung cancer. Wow, it's been that long, huh?
Almost 30 years.
Damn.
29 years.
Were he alive today, he would be 64 years old. And, it took 10 years to get that. All right. Michael had then explained that a daughter, now 24, had made contact with him several months prior and had subsequently agreed to accompany him to the awards. The woman then shyly took the stage wearing black dress covered with a pattern of color bows. Who cares? And you notice they never say that about the guys. Like, he wore a nice suit with a nice tie, and it's always the woman. They have to describe her with a clothes.
I guess because,
it's a woman thing, man.
Yeah, what she wore? What did she wear? I mean, like, you talking about just in life, or you talking about in death? Or
like in general, every time they bring up a woman, she wore a powder blue suit, and They did it with Jackie. They did it. They're doing it with Michelle, and they do it with all of them.
Well, that's because
Nobody talks about how the president wore a nice blue suit.
Well, because people don't care what a man wears as long as it's neat.
Not.
Long as it's neat and don't have like, flies, swarming all around. It's like, okay, well, he's clean. He's shower, shaved, and the, suit's clean too. As long as he doesn't have like dung and stuff and flies swarming all around, it's like, yeah, he all right. Yeah, he'll be okay.
By the way, watching Tonka, who the hell is Veronica Brown? And here's my opinion. I don't know shit about it. How's that? I don't know anything about it. Do you have a link? Tell us and send us a story and we'll read it because I never heard of it. And I don't know. Who cares? Alright, so there you have it. Oh, by the way, going back, Taft assassination. We're going to start looking at some of the presidents that were assassinated. Of course, everybody knows John F. Kennedy.
Yes. We know that there are at least 3 other presidents that were assassinated before John F. Kennedy.
Yeah.
The first one that we definitely know for real, that was Abraham Lincoln, who was assassinated on a Friday, just like John F. Kennedy was on a Friday at Ford's Theater in Washington, D.C.
Yeah.
And he just happened to be with his wife, just like JFK was with his wife at the time that he was assassinated.
Yeah.
And the other 2 presidents that people don't talk about as much because I guess they weren't as famous or charismatic was the President Garfield, who was assassinated back in 1881. He was only a president for like 4 to 6 months.
Yeah.
During the 4th of July, he was shot 4th of July celebration. Then he later died like 3 months later after that.
Yeah, who else died?
And also
we had Lincoln, we had Taft.
Well, not Taft. Lincoln, Garfield, James A. Garfield, and who was succeeded by his vice president Chester A. Arthur, and then you had William McKinley, who Mountain McKinley was named after him in his honor. That's the highest peak in North America, which is found in Alaska, state of Alaska.
Well, he was a fat guy, wasn't he?
Well, he was kind of poorly, but he wasn't like big as Taft though. But he was up there. But he didn't have like a serious gut. But I mean, back then most presidents were known to have guts back then. I mean, not only was skinny as Lincoln. But he was assassinated back in 1901. So he was the first president of the 20th century.
Right. And he was assassinated in his second term, right?
Assassinated, well, in his first term. He was
his first and his second term.
Yeah.
But
into his first,
it's funny how many people they attempted.
Yeah.
They attempted to kill a lot of presidents. They attempted to kill Theodore Roosevelt.
Mm-hmm.
Ronald Reagan.
Mm-hmm. Actually, Andrew Jackson, the 7th president. Someone actually tried to assassinate him, but the guy, people forget that he was, I guess, the assassin, the would-be assassin.
He was an assassin.
Yeah, he almost killed the assassin because the dude tried to shoot him or kill him, and then the president, who basically went to his military mode because he was a soldier before he was a president, he practically almost killed his would-be assassin.
Yeah.
60 degrees.
We had Truman's life also, of course, Gerald Ford.
Gerald Ford, by one of the Manson family. Yeah, Squeaky Fromm. Yeah, Squeaky Fromm.
Yeah. And so far, how many presidents? I think 4 or 5.
Just 4 that were assassinated. 6 of them died in office.
6 of them died. Yeah, There you go. All right. Well, that's just a little bit of history on assassinations.
Yes.
Just to let you know. Yeah. Yeah, it said I'm trying to kill Bush Sr. That's right. That's right. That's what Clinton went after him for. You remember that? Mm-hmm. Clinton went after him. Clinton did some kind of shit with Saddam Hussein.
Oh, okay. Try to
the assassination attempt.
Were you talking about the time when he was in Japan and he threw up? Were you talking about it's like food poisoning or something, or was it something totally different? I'm not quite sure.
Well.
Yeah. Please elaborate. I never heard.
Yeah. Send us a link. But no, that was very famous. Yeah. That Bush Sr. was very grateful.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for trying to kill somebody who tried to kill me.
Yeah.
Speaking of killing and all that other stuff, We have Oliver North is now. We spoke about this yesterday, but he's now going to be signing a new book at the Bass Pro Shops. I guess he's coming down here, right?
Yeah.
He'll be in Macon, Georgia. Look at that.
Next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday, and North will be beginning at 7 p.m. to sign his new book, American Heroes on the Home Front, The Heart of Heroes.
Yes.
The book chronicles our national heroes' sacrifices and triumphs in Iraq and Afghanistan, and will be offered for sale during the signing. Since 2001, North has been the host of War Stories, a military documentary series on Fox. He has written 13 New York Times best-selling books, and North serves as the board of directors of the National Rifle Association. Oh.
Your favorite group.
Go figure.
Yeah.
And provides college scholarships to sons and daughters killed in the U.S. military.
Yes.
Well, that's all right. I'm for that. I'm not for him being the NRA guy, but I'm for him raising money to help our troops.
Okay, yeah, I understand, but come on. I mean, he's a former combat Marine veteran, Vietnam veteran, a combat Marine. I mean, but he ain't gonna be. I mean, he's a Marine. He's not gonna be spending his time weaving baskets. I mean, he's a Marine. He's not from 4-H.
Don't look who's back. Darlene from Florida.
Yeah.
Welcome back. And, all right, well, there you have it. While everybody else has their own worldly conversation here about chicken and all this stuff, why don't we just move on to something else, Derek?
Yes, I was just trying to get in. Because I was just saying that, Oliver North during those Iran-Contra years back in 86 and 87, he was the butt of many, many, many jokes.
Yeah, all right, we have a bicyclist. Remember we talked about that yesterday?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's an old story. Never mind.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Derek.
Well, that he was, Oliver North was the butt of many jokes during the Iran-Contra scandal, particularly in Saturday Night Live and a host of other comedians and stuff. But here, speaking of butts, though, there has been, get this, a robot butt, a robotic booty developed by Dr. Benjamin Locke.
Oh, my Lord.
It says talking about the cutting edge of research, or research, you might say. I guess it would be the wing dang doodle of the hour. Yes.
Wow.
Robo booty.
Robo booty. All right, what's this all about?
It says researchers have invented something truly remarkable. No ifs, ands, but definitely a butt.
Mechanical to boot.
Yes, a mechanical butt.
The butt.
Actually, excuse me, a robotic one at that. The result is a plastic posterior is hooked up to a video screen featuring a virtual male named Patrick who is bent over a desk. What is this? The derriere device is designed to train budding doctors how to give a prostate exam, according to Dr. Benjamin Locke, the co-creator of the electronic hiney. I guess it has some value. The electronic hiney.
What are you going to do? All the interiors to that as well? I mean, how do you get just a butt and then what is it? Just a
Is
hole?
there just the way to train people how to give a prostate exam?
There you go, Bert.
All right, here we go.
Yeah,
there you go.
right there.
Now, what the hell?
Basically, Doctor.
I've never seen a butt with a square end like that, unless you have major surgery. Look at that.
Yeah, like talking about putting a.
Seen that?
I've heard of putting a square pig in a round hole, but a round figure in a square hole. That's new.
They even invented like the plastic guy leaning.
You've never heard of fisting?
Yeah, but not like that. And it says, in the experience, the student talks to a virtual person and is able to practice their communication skills that Dr. Locke told the company Geekosystem, I guess, who helped develop it. The mannequin is instrumented with force sensors that can measure where the student is examining and with how much pressure. This enables the system to provide a realistic encounter with a virtual patient that includes communication and physical exam components. The device even measures eye contact between the medical student and the virtual patient to help improve the bedside manner. And Patrick, the virtual patient, is also endowed with force sensors that alert the student when he or she is poking and prodding too hard. It can also register the thoroughness of the examination, according to the Medical Daily.
Yeah.
So it's like you could hear like the patient like, "You're going in too far. Please,
Morning,
please
Michelle.
pull out."
Just takes his in. Speaking
That's
of
something.
butts.
A lot of people are very leery about somebody else going up in that area.
Well, yeah, yes.
But if you want a free one, just go up to a cop and clench your butt cheeks.
Well,
By the way, I just want to say something. That guy you talked about,
Yeah.
there was another incident with the same cops.
Really?
Yep.
Another incident. Do you have the story or the video of that? Or?
Yeah, I tried to.
No.
I saw it and
Yeah.
I lost it in the news.
We got so many stories.
Oh, yeah.
The fucking world was going crazy, man.
Yeah. Especially.
By the way, you remember the Georgia National Fair left here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, guess what? They grossed out. They made $5.3 million. So it goes to show you.
It was just oh yeah.
Yeah, the 2013 Georgia National Fair was the highest grossing fair in total revenue.
Oh.
At nearly
Wait.
That's the Georgia State
at
Fair.
nearly $5.3 million.
Yeah, the Georgia State Fair left.
Right. I see.
Yeah, the National Fair. Yeah, the National Fair is still in Perry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that is a lot of money though.
the
Georgia
fair
State
revenue.
make more money
The
too.
fair revenue was up 621,200 over the last year. That's not bad. The
Over
fair's net
13%.
profit was 2.4 million,
Wow.
and too bad they couldn't bring it here.
Yeah, it is. It is a shame because we definitely need $5 million worth of.
Well, think
infrastructure.
about it. Regular gate admission prices increased by $2 this year to $10. So maybe that's why they made the extra money.
Possibly. Yeah.
And okay, so there is a national fair and a
State fair.
and a state fair.
The National Fair is in Perry.
Right.
That's like what, September or something like that?
In October, around October, mid-October.
Yeah, and then the State Fair used to be in March.
Yeah.
But the Exchange Club sold it to private companies.
Yeah.
And they ended up moving it.
Yeah, and they moved it in March because they didn't want to be in competition with the National Fair because they were around the same week. It was like a week after the National Fair.
You know, that's starting to make sense to me now. If the Georgia National Fair was here in Perry, is that it? Okay. And the Georgia State Fair was here in Macon, used to be.
Yeah.
That's kind of close, you know?
Yeah.
I could see them wanting to spread it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially
But
they
the
were
what?
especially they were a week apart
Like
from
those
each other.
cops.
Yeah.
Spread out!
Spread out, baby, spread out.
And the fake ass.
Ow, you're hurting me. Jeez.
Anyway. By the way, Macon sets a record low. Let's see what that is. Sets new record low.
With the morning roast.
Yeah, exactly. With the morning roast. The coldest air in the season marked a new second record low. New record low for November 14th in Macon. The mercury dropped to 22 degrees Thursday morning.
This
That was
morning?
this morning. We were freezing our ass off when we got here. It's still only 25 degrees currently.
Yeah.
And Wednesday low of 27 degrees tied the record low for November 13th.
For yesterday, yeah.
Yeah. The coldest temperature of the day came in at 11:59 p.m. just before midnight.
Wow.
Yeah, let me tell you, that's why we're wearing jackets, and you could tell we're all chewed up here.
Loaded up. Yeah, I got
It
about
is cold.
three layers right now. I got a t-shirt, sweater vest, and a turtleneck. You know,
Yeah.
a mock turtleneck at that.
All right. Well, the other thing is, anybody out there, those of you outside of Macon, Georgia, oh look who's here! Look at how many people we got here this morning. This is great. Put in your temperatures. Let us know. ATT in Atlanta, Anchorage, what the hell? 28.
28.8 degrees
Oh,
right
we're
now.
warmer than Alaska. We're colder than Alaska right now.
Yeah, now that's some you don't hear
Michelle
today.
for Florida is 61 degrees. Nice. That's sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Georgetown, South Carolina, 28.
Wow.
And look at all
That's
that. Want to give a shout out right now. Scorpio P.O. is here. Steve 427, welcome. Ben in Ohio, welcome back. Honest
Yeah.
guy, welcome back.
What's so funny though? Too much says it's 36 degrees in Toronto. I mean, Canada's. I mean, this. I used to joke that it's like frozen America, but it's 30. I can't believe Macon, Georgia is actually colder than Toronto.
Yeah, that well.
I guess
Go show you.
I guess the mayor just smoked all that heat away and
Yeah,
just
I guess that's how he warms up. Ashley 34, welcome Ashley. Wartown is here, been in and out. Somehow, I know that you guys are probably having a little bit of trouble with the site today. Hey, send your letters to Mark Vaughn. He has something on Facebook to tell you what to send and where to send it. Mm-hmm. I'm sure the brother will take care of it.
Yes.
He's done a wonderful job already with this site. Very unique.
Yes.
A lot of people don't even know that Vaughn Live exists, but now they're starting to pick up because everything is Justin TV and Skype and this and that.
Yep. And what's it? What, Webstream or something?
Yeah.
Ustream, something like that. Yeah.
Ustream, MeStream.
We all stream.
We all stream for iStream.
That's a combination of MySpace, Twitter, and Facebook hanging together.
Oh, okay.
My Twitter.
But you would think, what's funny, you were talking about yesterday, we were freezing our buns off, you were telling me about Japan was trying to make some type of robot for like a companionship or something.
Yeah, artificial. I sent you the story.
Yeah, it's kind of weird because it said it wasn't back in 2012. Last year, Japanese artist Nobuhiro Takahashi, he created this robot named Shiri, actually a robotic bump, a robotic rump that can react to a user's touch, stroke, or slap, and can twitch or tense up on its own. Really? So it can actually, in a strange way, can actually twerk. A robotic twerk?
Oh well. No, they're saying I look like the Rhinestone Cowboy. What was his name? The one that sang that?
Glenn Campbell?
Glenn Campbell. He's got Alzheimer's or something.
Yeah, he has Alzheimer's. He didn't even.
You sing that song like that? He was like a one-hit wonder, didn't he?
Well, he had a couple other songs.
What other song did he sing? Every time he came out, he sang like a rhinestone. You get Alzheimer's singing that shit over.
Lyman or whatever.
Lyman of the county. Yeah.
Ooh.
I remember that. I used to actually like the song.
Riley, I'm Glenn Campbell.
Southern
Nights.
Yeah, Southern Nights. Yeah, that was a good song. I used to like his show because I thought he had a cool guitar. Maybe I wish I would stay. If it would.
Yeah, nice hair.
If it would have stayed on, I probably would have taken guitar lessons because the ladies like musicians.
Glenn Campbell. Yeah. Gentle on my mind. Yeah. Gentle on my mind. All right, Irv rated Ant's costume closet. Yeah. What are you talking about? Glenn Campbell, he had lots of hits. Ed Bean, put him out there, baby. I just can't remember.
I know
my dad
liked
him.
Yeah.
My dad watched the show.
Mm-hmm.
My dad was a big country music fan. He also liked Perry Como and all those other schmoes. Tom Jones. Engelbert Humperdinck.
Yeah. ATT.
Oh, yes, Parkinson's. Man. Thank you too much. I'll think on
that's the good time. That is the video, but I don't know if I want to show it, but I'll post the link. People want to watch it.
Yeah.
That's the
yeah, just post up the link.
The artificial masturbator.
Oh. No, well, there's another artificial banger. I saw that some years ago.
Yes.
But look them up. I can't remember. Okay.
Okay. Thanks, Honest. I got the story for you, and matter of fact, I'll go ahead and get it ready right now.
Thank you. Yes. We're going to talk about what you mentioned, Bean. The 4 Marines killed
while performing maintenance at Camp Pendleton. This is from the LA Times.
I wonder what they witnessed.
Who knows? Says this is in San Diego, by the way. 4 Marines were killed yesterday while performing maintenance on an artillery range on the sprawling base, according to the Marine Corps. No details of the incident were released, and names will be announced 24 hours after the families are notified, according to the Corps. Brigadier General John Bullard, commanding general of the Marines installations of West Camp Pendleton, says that our first priority is to provide the families with the support they need during this difficult time. As always, the accident is under investigation. So I guess there'll be more updates of this to come later in the day. Since it happened.
All right, there you have it. God bless our troops. Rest in peace. By the way, here is some. Thank you, Michelle. Michelle sent us a list, a compilation of his greatest hits. There were only 20, I think. By the time I get to Phoenix, remember that?
Well, there's a lot of songs he wrote for other people too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Scarborough Fair, that he wrote that for Paul Simon and Art Garfunkel.
Mm-hmm.
Southern Nights,
Yep. I talked about that.
Amazing Grace. I thought that was somebody else.
Well, actually it's a cover. It's a cover.
Oh.
John Newton was the one who wrote it.
I see.
See, he did a cover of Scarborough Fair.
I
Paul Simon-
see.
Yeah.
Okay. And Wichita Lineman,
Yeah, it's it. And Wichita.
The Impossible Dream.
Mm-hmm.
Just to satisfy you, somebody like that. Rhinestone Cowboy, of course.
Written by Larry Weiss.
He ain't heavy, he's my brother.
Mm-hmm.
Unless he's like that Guy Ford up in Canada. Big fat slob. Galveston.
Yeah.
Gentle on My Mind.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Tambourine Man. Look at that. Sitting on the dock of the bay.
Yes, he
No
did. Yeah,
shit.
he did a cover of "Sitting on the Dock of the Bay." Go ahead, Glenn. Go ahead.
And I'm so lonesome I could cry. I know nothing else other than that. That's it. I have never heard that song in its totality.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody have it, send it.
Yes, by Hank,
And,
written by the legendary Hank Williams Sr. Hank Williams Sr.
Yeah. So there you have it. He did have a few hits.
Mm-hmm.
Glenn Campbell.
Yes, he
Yeah. By the way, it was all between 1965 and 1993.
did. Wow, so it's been 20 since.
I think Glenn Campbell was a fat slob, wasn't he, Irv? No, he wasn't. He was pretty. He was pretty much in shape.
Oh yeah, yes, yeah. I know. Bean. Yeah, Hank Sr. did a long time. Yeah, because he didn't even see the '60s. I think he died
Yeah.
during the '50s.
Bean says he
Yeah.
looked bad years ago. He was on drugs then. Yeah, that's probably what gave him that helped get that Parkinson's going.
Possibly.
You know.
Very
Anyway,
possible.
so pot calling the kettle black. Shut up, ATT. All right, here we
Jeez.
go. What else? MHC.
Mm-hmm.
The medical center is celebrating its 40th anniversary.
Well, the NICU.
The NICU, whatever that is. Is that like some kind of...
The National Intensive Care Unit.
Oh, okay. The medical center, Central Georgia, celebrated 40th anniversary of its neonatal intensive care unit.
Okay.
And Kimberly Smith Johnson Joshua was born 14 weeks early. Since late September, she's been visiting the hospital daily.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess each year, approximately 700 babies are cared for at the neonatal intensive care unit.
Mm-hmm.
The hospital marked 4 decades milestone on Wednesday with a special gathering and cake.
That's very good. Well done. Well done, Member.
Yeah, I love the medical center. Let me tell you, those people, they saved my life multiple times.
Yeah.
I've been in there with pneumonia of the worst kind.
Yeah, so did I. It saved my. Well, actually, I was born. Actually, I was born there. Matter of fact.
Oh, you were born there?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, how you?
I gotta go visit your room.
Out of that.
Are you in the neonatal care?
No, I think they didn't have it. Well, I don't know what they called it back then, but you know.
Yeah, that explains a lot. But no, I listen. The medical center has been good to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like baseball has been very good to me.
Yes.
The medical center very good to me. I spent five times I was in that hospital. 5 times. 4 times in that hospital, I was near death with pneumonia, and they pulled me out. The nurses there are the best.
Mm-hmm.
They are just wonderful. All right, maybe you have one fat slob, but besides her, they're all wonderful. Wonderful nurses. Yeah. So I love our medical center. I'm proud to say that I've been a what do you call it? A patient there.
Yeah.
And they've been very good to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Very, very good.
Yeah. If it's pain like pneumonia, if it's not a knife in your back. Yeah, right.
Yes.
Let me see. Double pneumonia almost killed me 3 times. Yeah. I think I had quadruple pneumonia. I was really in bad state. And they also have world-class medical photographer, of course.
Of course, we know Diaz Photo
Man,
Guy.
Diaz. You know, that's
Yes,
isn't that a unique niche of a job?
Yeah.
To be able to take pictures, right, and be a pro at it, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
of afterbirth, blood, gore, people shot and killed, and
Lacerations,
all
disembowelments,
sorts
all
of
that
stuff.
stuff. Yes.
Yeah, he's the only one in Central Georgia. That's why you'll survive.
He's the best. He's the best there is.
He's great. And knowing Diaz, he's very, very kind. You know, it's not like a paparazzi guy, like jumping in there.
Hey, show me spleen right there. Show me spleen.
Move that spleen over.
Oh yeah. Can you push that blood over there? Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Get that intestinal. Yeah, right there. Yeah. There it is. You know.
When too much, I'll give you that orgasm when we come back. I'll wear my hat backwards. Anyway, boy, two, are you bored? Yeah. Which doesn't make finding new jobs very easy, I know. But also, you're in a position, God willing, that the last one to leave the hospital will be you.
That's definitely true, because people always gonna know, especially when you got these new diseases out there right now, especially with that crocodile. I don't know if there were any crocodile case where you are Diaz photograph, or at least here in Macon, but if they're there, I'm quite sure you're going to be the one who has to photograph that stuff.
Yeah.
And I know you just anyone can't get a camera and just click.
Yeah.
You got to be able to have the stomach to actually focus that junk and without not even get sick yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, there you have it. We're going on break. It's 9:01.
It's 9:01.
The crocodile disease is one evil MFer. Yep.
No doubt about that.
No talk about that.
Yes. It's 25 degrees outside of Macon, Georgia. Don't let that sunlight fool you. It is still cold. Definitely bundle up.
25 degrees.
Yes. Watching the Morning Roast live from the Nut House with Herb, Ed, and DB. Don't touch that remote.
We'll be right back. Oh, well, there you have it.
Yes, there you have it. It's
What does the cop say?
You're freeze.
You know, it's funny. We've got Tara
Freeze
London
roast.
and the Queen of England here this morning. Boy. There we go. Guys, I know that we're having trouble with the site this morning. It seems like everybody is going through the same thing. Just keep refreshing. Eventually, you'll get it, I guess. Good morning. Good afternoon. Yeah, just keep doing it. It'll eventually, you'll eventually come on.
Yeah.
Anyway, welcome back to the show. It's 9:12 a.m.
and it is 25 degrees outside in Macon, Georgia, with a high of 62 and a low of 41. So keep your jacket, stay bundled, at least for right now, because the high is going to be 62. But definitely keep some type of long sleeve clothing on today. There's going to be a 20% chance of rain tomorrow, Friday, at 64 degrees, even though it's going to be slightly warmer, and the low is going to be 48 for Friday night. There won't be any more chance of rain until maybe Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, there you go.
50% chance of rain, and also Monday, which would be, I think, 60% chance of rain as well. So near the end of the weekend is going to be a little bit wet, but luckily it could be
a little wet. Yeah, not a lot wet. Anyway, and don't go anywhere. Just keep refreshing. Eventually, it'll get better. Yeah. And like a politician can't take direction.
Jeez.
Well, I'm glad you're back. I was wondering where the hell you were at. I called your house. Nobody answered, as usual. But I miss you, buddy. And it's always good to have you back.
Yeah. Hey, and I don't know if you actually checked out the last hour, but we talked about scientists have developed a robotic booty.
Yeah, and we also talked about the sheriff swearing in a lot of the Macon police officers.
Yeah, even more. I think 30 or 50 more. Yeah.
Anyway,
we also talked about the early voting for the runoff election and for the mayor of Warner Robins, which will be starting next Friday over at Warner Robins.
Yeah, and we also talked about Andy Kaufman faking his death, or allegedly faking his death. It's been the greatest hoax that was ever committed, other than Tupac and Biggie.
Yeah.
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 So we've been talking a lot of shit here.
Well, what about that one video during the break where the guy says,
Irvin says, "Yeehaw!"
that one video the farmer says, "What does the farmer says?" Vroom, 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 vroom. Like,
I love the idea that Ed has fallen in love with that whole "What does the fox say" thing.
Yeah.
I think we'll play it at his funeral. God forbid that he dies before me. I doubt it. But,
Yeah.
what?
But I thought personally, if I would have done it, what does the farmer says? And have one of them see and say toys where you pull the string. What does the farmer say? This is a duck. This is a duck. Quack, quack, quack. This is a duck. What does the farmer say, the farmer?
Welcome, Watchdog
The duck
1. And what does the Irv say? That's the way it should be.
Whatever. What does the Irv say? Your mother's a whore. Your mother's a whore.
There you go. I love
Why don't you get one of those?
it. He's right with me. Hey, he's riding with me. I look good. Derek, you go. Actually, Ed did a great impression of me, and it made me laugh. Believe it or not.
Should I play it again?
Yeah. Now you remember that?
You want to play it?
Yeah, go ahead. This is Ed, and nobody even knows because I'm not on camera, and it sounds like me, but it's Ed. Ed's not on camera, but it's funny as hell. We'll play it, right, Ed? All right, here we go. Let's try this out. Tell me if it sounds like me.
I got good news.
Oh, you got some good news?
You remember our story the other day with the cop and the deer?
Mm-hmm.
This one is in Jameson City, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
4 central Pennsylvania residents say, let me do it in my best airplane.
Okay.
Jameson City, Pennsylvania. 4 central Pennsylvania residents say they rescued a young
Fucking
bear
amazing.
whose head had been stuffed in a plastic jar for 11 days. The press identifies a blue bird reported Saturday. The crew managed to keep while armed only with a rope and a flashlight. Area residents first spotted the 100-pound bird with its head in a jar on June 3rd, but it eluded game wardens. Then Saturday night, a man saw the animal in Jameson City. He joined the 2 women and a local game commissioner on a wild chase to lasso the bear and remove the jar.
That's funny as hell. And let me just say this. This is like...
Actually, I had Cheers. I didn't have Fruit Loops, but
I'm the one
Too
under
much.
the morning roast.
yes.
yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, that was great. Great impression, Ed. It sounds like me. Even I would say that.
Yeah.
It sounds just like me. Yeah. Well, whatever.
But you can find me on Facebook as Megan Scarioki because
Yeah.
it's really scary.
Whatever! What else is in the news, Garrett?
Okay.
What we
Well,
got?
we had some crazy stuff. Speaking of talking about drugs and stuff like this, here is some crazy. If you're wondering, like, since pot is legal, what they're going to do now, or what people are going to do if in those who live in states where it's not legal to smoke it.
Yeah.
They have some people over from this website, secretsofthefed.com, have found a way to check someone who is smoking. They have something called the Nasal Ranger or the Smelloscope to find you and arrest you.
No shit.
Yes, indeedy.
So he puts it on his nose like that? Shit, they better not come here.
It says, well, there's some strange smell in your neighborhood. Who you gonna call? The Nasal Ranger.
I wonder what else I could smell with that.
Don't want to know.
That's crazy. All right.
Okay, Futurama's Professor Farnsworth. This is the only one with a powerful smelloscope. In Denver, Colorado, when a complaint is filed about marijuana odor in the area, the Department of Public Health's Ben Stiller, not the comedian Ben Stiller, is called out with a field olfactometer to sniff around and see if the law has been broken. Stiller told the news there that he mostly called out to smell marijuana odor complaints from businesses that grow marijuana, not from marijuana smokers enjoying some legal weed in the privacy of their own homes. Now, Dr. Siller, Mr. Siller, who has been investigating odor complaints for 26 years, uses the department's nasal ranger device to determine how strong the odor is and if a violation has occurred, which is turned out is very rare. So it's
there it is.
Yes, there it is. The smell of it.
No.
Looks like a blow dryer.
Yes, smelloscope. No one knows where the nose goes when the door's closed. Yes.
Wow.
It reports that the odor has to reach to a level of 8.1 or 8 to 1 or greater, which can mean up to a fine up to $2,000, but that hasn't happened since 1994, according to the study. So basically, it has to have a ratio of 8 to 1 or greater.
That's crazy. That looks like one of those things that blow up a bed, doesn't it? It's got the same kind of handle on the end here.
Yeah, they asked for that link. Just go to YouTube and look up what does the farmer say. There's like 6 or 7 different versions. I don't have the link right now. I posted it earlier. I can't find it now.
Yeah.
Anyway, more news. We got Nicolas Cage. Did you hear about this? There are some nude photos of him going around on the internet with his girlfriend. And but the actor's speaking out. Very personal photos of his ex-girlfriend were stolen from their home, but the actor's speaking out against that report, saying that no such photos exist. And they say the X-rated photos of him. Who the hell wants to look at Nicolas Cage in a nude?
I guess somebody who's a fan of
He's
Ghost Rider.
ugly as all hell. Ooh,
I
who
guess.
wants to
I
see
mean,
that?
if you're a fan of like Raising Arizona or Face Off or Ghost Rider, I mean, probably so.
Oh, well. That's the thing. Like, by the way, yesterday I was watching the HLN news, and or better known as what is it?
Headline news.
Yeah, headline news. And Kim Kardashian was bitching and moaning about, I want a private life. I want to raise my daughter and just be a mother. You stupid ass wench. Why do you call the press up? You put Instagram photos of you with your butt hanging out. You put an Instagram photo with your 15-carat diamond engagement ring.
You're married or engaged to Kanye.
You got this shitty ass show that's been on the air for whatever reason.
And you
And
did
now
a
you
sex
want privacy?
tape. Did a sex tape with your ex-boyfriend back in the day. Like, yeah, now you want.
Yeah, she is a gold digger. No, you're right. They are publicity whores. And now she's complaining because the paparazzi are attacking her. Good for you. I hope they go right up your rear end like they did in that guy's arm. Put a camera up her ass.
In the robo butt.
Take a picture of her freaking anus.
And check and see if it's actually real.
Yeah. Kim Kardashian going around now complaining the paparazzi's driving me crazy, you stupid ass. She got a nice ass, but that's beside the point. And believe me, that shit's gonna get a lot of cellulite. Believe me.
What does
Unless
the
you
Kim
work
say?
your ass off to make that ass look good for years, it's gonna flatten up, sag, and it's gonna get a lot of cellulite. I'm telling you.
Could you imagine? I wouldn't be surprised if someone actually does a song, a parody of that. What does the Kim say? Click, 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 click. Get my smart side. Click, click, click. Check out my booty. What does the Kim say? I want another baby. I just want another baby.
By the way, Kanye West, that pear-head-shaped freak with the big teeth. No talent. They're now searching for, they were like on this mountaintop in California somewhere. He wants to buy this little mountain and build a house on it. That's some shit. Hey, he's so full of himself. Why can't he do like, what's his name did?
What, Howard Hughes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, go away. Just go disappear. They just won't. Who cares about Kim Kardashian? We do. We're bringing her up. But the point is, the reason why we care is because we care not to care. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It doesn't to me.
Kinda.
But all I'm saying is they got us all confused. Like, what's the difference between a talent star and somebody that just likes
a celebrity.
camera?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't get
famous,
it.
famous for being famous. It's like a car accident, you know.
Yeah.
I mean,
Kim
car
Kardashian.
accident is not really famous. It's just people just watch it a lot, you know.
And you know, I was looking at her. She looks terrible now. She looks used.
Well, yeah, when you keep
She looks, you know.
yeah, when you keep tapping at that behind so many times and making sex tapes, yeah, it's gonna wear and tear.
Well, I don't know if it's true. Maybe some of you Einsteins out there can tell me. But what I hear is that when a mother gives birth to a daughter, they usually saps the mother's beauty. I heard that.
It's possible.
And if you look at Kim Kardashian as of late, she looks terrible. She looks used.
Well,
I don't
yeah,
know.
not
What do you think?
yeah, possibly. I think possibly not just in addition to just having a kid, but well, for one thing, having all those multiple lovers and stuff and
Yeah.
sex tapes and stuff. Yeah, that's gonna be a lot of wear and tear. You know,
Yeah, I'm sure.
You're not gonna want to pay a lot for that muffler. I'm just saying.
Well,
you know?
Anyway, I just think it's ironic that she's now bitching and moaning about the paparazzi being around her. No, I want to just live a private life. Then stop calling them every 3 seconds that you want to be on the news. Stop doing that. Stupid. Yeah, she's an attention whore. The only other attention whore attention whore I've ever seen is Tower of London.
Miley Cyrus.
And
Yeah, Miley Cyrus,
Oh, Miley
yeah.
Cyrus.
Yeah.
And that girl the other day stripped to Mars.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, so I don't know.
Yes. Anyway, for those who want the
Oh yeah, Mark Ballard. Oh shit, yeah, that's another one. Him and his freaking flowers. What is he all about? Mark Ballard and his
yes,
flowers.
the Mark
Flower arrangement.
or the artist currently known as Mark Ballard because he has known as artist.
Yeah. What
Have
art
like
does
the
he
Prince
love?
symbol but with the flower petals around.
I
it.
can
That's-
do that shit. I can go to
I'm
any
joking.
store right now and buy a bunch of flowers and arrange them. They always look good. Flowers are gonna look good whether they're on the floor, on a coffin, in a gravesite. There's no talent. The flowers have the talent. It's ridiculous. Yeah. Danny Davis. Oh, forget about him. Yeah, that's a showman. Yeah. Showman shower. Yeah. Yeah, you're not kidding, Danny Davis. Shit. And they're all attention-getting whores. I mean, all right, it takes one to know one, but right now I'm like Kim Kardashian. I don't want.
Don't show
the
your
pressure.
booty. Please don't show your booty, Herb.
Yeah.
Please don't show your
Yeah.
booty.
Welcome to the club. I
And
am
plus,
the
it's
president.
25. And plus, it's 25 degrees. You're gonna freeze it off. I'm telling
There you go.
It's gonna
Yeah,
fall off.
frozen ass.
It's gonna fall off like a block of ice. Just clunk, clunk, just-
Well, all I can tell you is one thing. Right now, with this weather, nobody's scrotum is hanging.
Yeah,
They're
that's
all
true.
tight as a fist.
Yes. Luckily, right now we're about to get out of the freeze warning. It's supposed to be done by 9:30.
I hope.
So hopefully it gets just a little bit warmer. See, I think it's just started right now. It's already 35 degrees, so we're out of the freezing zone right now. 35 degrees outside of Macon, Georgia, with a high of 62 today and a low of 41.
Well, Obamacare, the foes are all pissed off because the counts are very low. Ain't that some shit? And the GOP, of course, slams the Obamacare enrollment. They say they pounce on Wednesday with the dismal Obamacare enrollment report, arguing that the scant participation demonstrates the law has failed. And Senate Democrats are prepared to meet with the White House officials and make concerns over the fallout from healthcare policy cancellation prompted by the law. House Speaker John Boehner said the report, which falls far short of the administration's goals for healthcare exchange enrollments, underscores the urgent need for President Obama to allow people to keep the plans they have and like. And above all, this report is a symbol of the failure of the president's healthcare law, Boehner said. It is a rolling calamity that must be scrapped. Of course, they don't want this kind of cheap health insurance because Their number one people that give them money for them to get reelected are the big business companies. The insurance companies have been making billions of dollars on us for years, and they don't cover shit. You know, it's just like anything else. You get car insurance. You have a better chance of getting paid from a car insurance than you do them paying your health care. I'm telling you. They just don't do it. All of a sudden, they have an excuse. You've been paying for years, paying for years. You get sick, and they say, oh, we don't cover it all. This is the shit that's been going on. Is Obamacare the end of it all? I don't think so. I think it's still flawed. But, you know, do they really have a better way of covering health insurance?
Well, they did. In fact, that's how I think Obama actually got it, because they actually got it from them. I mean, because remember, because Romney had a similar, at least they had that similar health care that Romney was talking about that they developed in his home state of Massachusetts. We used the governor there, so they had something similar to that. So now, how it became, you know, this big bloated tick, you know, on the political stream in D.C., I don't know. It just came and went and it just blew up and just blew out of proportion. And now it's
speaking of blowing out of proportion, Anthony, you're right. We got Mark Ballard, me, Chuck Clark, Terrell Sandifer. I can go on all day. He said Danny Davis. Who else are attention whores? All these fuckers are attention. How dare you? You're the biggest. You're the king of all king. You're the king of all attention whores. Me. Yeah. Mitt Romney, come on, Herb. Me. Yeah, Herb. Are you wearing Spurs? No. Joe has me beat. Well, I don't know. He doesn't have your audacity.
Yeah, he's not gonna wear no wolf mask or nothing like that. I mean, you know.
Anyway, let me see.
Y'all just have different levels, I guess.
Yeah, we got the Waldens. They're all trying to take a little bit of fame from the city. Yeah, you're right. Me, yeah. I had to walk my dog. It's called the crop digger's ass, bird. Okay.
Yeah.
Tara wants safe attention. Exactly. I agree. But, you know, at least he has a purpose for some of the attention that he's getting. He's got this film festival.
Yeah.
You know, it's not just, you know. And by the way, there was a time when they had some kind of get-together and the mayor was there. Mm-hmm. And it was during the last Macon Film Festival.
Yes.
And somebody that came, one of the actors that was speaking and all that, yells out while the mayor's in the audience and Terrell is being introduced. They call him the honorary mayor of Macon. And would you believe the mayor? Terrell says to me that the mayor made like this weird expression on Terrell and never treated him the same way again. All of a sudden, he was pushing Terrell away. Yeah, anyway. So, he wants people to love him and he gets attention. Yeah, Terrell wants safe attention, whatever. I think he just wants to sell that Macon Film Festival. And believe it or not, he does not have to live here. He can leave here anytime he wants. He has a house in frickin' Martha's Vineyard. He's got a house in California. He doesn't need to be here. But he's here for whatever reason. Who knows? No.
I
can't speak for everyone, but many people's insurance costs have increased because of the Affordable Care Act. I got a letter yesterday from BCBS, telling me my copays for my medication are going to be based on which med it is. Well, remember, they're all into making money. They're all into making money. The real Macon Film Festival is going to be awesome. Yes, it's going to be. We're going to have it. You're going to have it at, no, I'll say we. We're going to have it at the Shadows Dinner Theater. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Eldar WR Venture says, sure, talk all the doctors and pharmacists who work for free to all those who think they are entitled to those who worked hard for their skill.
Mm-hmm. Anyway. Yes, talking about trying to get some skills. There was something going on. I mean, you I mean, we've heard about people trying to get over on folks. I mean, especially, the nun from Daybreak. She's a really nice person. You have to be really cold-blooded to mistreat a nun, particularly in this particular story from the LA Times about this woman defrauded nuns of $285,000
to buy lingerie.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And lease a sports car. Look at that.
Yes.
Stealing from the nuns so they can go out and buy lingerie and sports cars.
Boy, talk about trying to find a shortcut to hell, boy.
Well,
this is a...
I don't know. Who are we talking about, the nuns or the woman?
The woman, right? This, I guess, is be sort of contender for the wing dang dinger of the hour. Yes, indeed. 9:35 a.m.
Yeah.
Wing dang dinger of the second hour.
Here we go. The nuns.
In Orange County.
I'll have none of that.
Yeah.
That was a rim shot.
Yes. An Orange County real estate consultant who stole $285,000 from Roman Catholic nuns and used it to buy lingerie and lease a sports car was convicted of 3 counts of wire fraud.
Wow.
After a 3-day trial, a federal jury in Santa Ana convicted Linda Rose Gagnon, also known as Linda Gualtieri Gagnon, age 59, of defrauding the U.S. province and the religious of Jesus and Mary.
Good point there, Shibuki. Here's a question. What a nun to take a vow to poverty doing with that much cash? Good.
Very interesting.
I'm glad they stopped.
Assistant U.S. Attorney Robert Keenan said Gagnon told the nuns in 2008 she was an expert in handling short sale and foreclosure transactions and offered to help them buy a small home in San Diego they were renting for retired sisters in a religious order. But Gagnon did not use the order's funds to purchase the retirement home. Instead, she used it to buy lingerie, lease an Audi, and pay off debts in her real estate finance company, Rose Enterprise, Inc., according to Keenan. After only 64 days, Gagnon spent the entire sum, $285,000.
Yeah.
The nuns, after initially accepting Gagnon's explanations for delays in the home purchase, realized that they had been defrauded when she did not respond to their messages. The order specializes in charitable and educational work. At one point, Gagnon told the nuns she needed another $285,000 to buy the San Diego residence, saying the original $285,000 was tied up in a triple escrow on another property.
Yeah.
So, at sentencing next February, Gagnon could receive up to 20 years in prison for each of the 3 counts. Keenan said a more realistic sentence will be about 4 years total.
Your rambling is boring the shit out of us. Thank you. Cut it
Put
short.
some clothes on, Tower.
All right. Well, let's put it this way. When you talk about nuns, it's boring anyway. So. But I will agree with somebody says ATT. They're having that woman buy sexy undies for them. Let me put it to you this way.
But who
we had the
nuns,
pedophilia mayhem going on with the priest.
Mm-hmm.
You notice there was never anything terrible said about the nuns. Mm-hmm. You know, what is it? The apple doesn't fall far from the tree or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder how much mayhem has gone on with the nuns. Yeah, would you have sex with a nun? Yes, you would. Yeah.
Did she look like Sofia Vergara? Yeah.
Just to say you did, yeah. I'm sure you would, ain't?
Yes, indeed.
Anyway, let's see. What do we got? By the way, the typhoon. Let's go back to that.
Mm-hmm.
The aid has arrived in the Philippines to help the typhoon victims. And as you know, a lot of people in the United States Navy has arrived with a mammoth air carrier on Thursday to bring much-needed aid to hundreds of thousands of Filipinos who have gone without food and clean water for nearly a week.
Yes.
God bless our troops, man.
Yes.
There's nothing like our wonderful troops.
Yes,
right,
indeed.
Anthony? Anthony was a troop.
Yes.
He's a trip, but he was a troop. But for now, they will lean the most of their 21 helicopters to carry supplies to hard-to-reach areas destroyed by the storm. One of the ships, nearly 700-foot supply vessel, made its first delivery of food and water devastated city Tacloban in the Philippines. Mm-hmm. There you have it. Our Philippine brothers and sisters are finally getting Water and food.
Yes. I also got an update on that, but it's still kind of getting kind of hectic over there. This is from Manila. It says that drenched by rain and increasingly desperate typhoon-stricken Filipinos rushed fences and pleaded with guards yesterday at the battered airport, serving as a tenuous lifeline to an international aid effort confronted at every turn by transport and logistics bottlenecks. The UN has launched an appeal for $300 million to help the victims. The chief of its humanitarian operations, Valerie Amos, arrived in Manila, the capital, to coordinate the relief effort and quickly acknowledged the difficulties that it has faced.
Wow.
And I guess that's the reason why they had to have a military, not to say to do any harm, but basically just to protect the people, because they were just,
they're killing each other for anything.
Yeah, trying to get food.
And
yeah.
you got a
just
lot
like
of dead people out there.
Like post-Katrina.
You got a lot of dead bodies out there. But that's not just happening in the Philippines.
Yeah.
It's happening right here. A Macon man was found dead in his apartment. Macon man was found dead by a neighbor decomposing in his apartment on Sunday. Ugh. Macon Bibb County Coroner Leon Jones said the body was discovered around 4:30 at the River Edge Apartments off Gray Highway. I talked with his sister. The gentleman does have some medical problems. My concern, he's been dead for several days.
They should have people check up on him. That's part of River Edge.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, they don't send away to check up on people.
Yeah.
Don't make sense.
Anyway, there it is. Their current man. Let me see. I want 6 stories. Nuns get money. Mayor found dead. Obamacare is a joke. See quick news. Why don't you get your ass over here if you want all that?
Get a laptop.
Yeah, get a laptop. All right, what else? Derek?
Yeah, I was just saying what Sergio St. James says. The Marine Corps is trained for humanitarian work. Do your history.
What?
Sergio St. James, he was saying that. They're like, the Marine Corps is trained for humanitarian. Well, the Marines as well as any other military group. Yes.
Yeah.
Hank Hill says, I was a Sergeant Army Cook, I'll tell you what. From King of the Hill.
Anthony's managing us from a distance. You cut it short, DB.
Yeah.
You are rambling.
Okay, I'm rambling. Why don't you stop cyber rambling? Stop cyber rambling. You send me one?
Oh, speaking of rambling.
It's a wing dang doodle.
A wing dang doodle. I got one ring dang doodle.
My wing dang doodle's bigger.
What do we got?
It's bigger than yours? Let me get.
Bigger than yours.
Let's go talk. Well, this is the one you sent me a few.
I say a lot of wing dang doodles.
Oh yeah, I can see.
I go to the edge of the internet.
Wing dang doodles, yeah.
Speaking
of talking crap, Tower. There was a guy, David Truscott, a naked cow manure fetishist, was transferred from a hospital to prison. Basically, here's another wing dang dinger.
What is it?
A man, naked cow, a guy.
Read the headline. Make it easy for yourself.
A naked cow manure fetishist was transferred from hospital to prison.
Wow.
Basically, a man who has a habit in rolling around naked in cow manure has been transferred from a British mental hospital to a prison. David Truscott, age 44. You're 44, aren't you, Ant? I'm just kidding. has served three jail sentences as a result of his bizarre fetish. He has also admitted threatening to kill a farmer and his family after they tried to ban him from going on to the land. What does the cow say? Moo, 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 moo. See, at one point, the farmer Clive Ross tried to deter Truscott from getting naked in the muck spreader by cleaning it. Truscott retaliated by setting the farm on fire, according to the Exeter Express and Echo newspaper. But they say that Truscott is autistic, but Judge Francis Gilbert at the Exeter Crown Court decided to transfer the suspect from a mental hospital to a prison after reading a report from a doctor who is treating him.
All right. There we go. Rambling sports. They want you to do sports, so... Oh, shit, what the hell is that?
That's the guy's footprint in some cow manure, basically.
No, that's my footprint walking on the dog's poop. Here we go. That is a moving story. Andy.
Yes, very moving.
Very moving.
What does the farmer say? This is a duck. Quack, quack,
All right,
quack,
well,
quack.
bring up your sports and let these people enjoy more rambling. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
All right, go ahead.
We have some games coming up in the NFL. Of course, you know we have a Thursday night game on the NFL Network. Please check your cable, premium cable, or satellite provider and see what time is coming in your town, in your neck of the woods. Thursday night's game is going to be the Indianapolis Colts versus the Tennessee Titans, which will be around 8:25 p.m. on the NFL Network. Like I said, check your cable or satellite listings and your satellite provider or cable provider and see what time is it in your time zone. And also, we have some Sunday games. We have Cleveland versus Cincinnati, 1 p.m. on Sunday afternoon on CBS. Oakland Raiders versus the Houston Texans at 1 p.m. also on CBS. On Fox, you have, depending on what you are in the coast of, depending on whether you're on the East Coast or West Coast, the Arizona Cardinals versus the Jacksonville Jaguars, or the Washington Redskins versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Also on CBS, which is depending on what part of the country you are, you have the Baltimore Ravens versus Chicago Bears, and the New York Jets versus or New Jersey Jets, according to Irv, versus the Buffalo Bills. And also on Fox, you have the Detroit Lions versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. Atlanta versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, also on Fox, which is probably more likely we will be watching. Wake up! Get a freaking Red Bull, Tower.
There you go, there.
Sheesh. San Diego Chargers for the second. Hello. For the second show. For the second doubleheader for football games, you have the San Diego Chargers versus the Miami Dolphins. San Francisco 49ers versus the New Orleans Saints, also on Fox. The Minnesota Vikings versus Seattle Seahawks. Green Bay versus the New York Giants. The Kansas City Chiefs, in the Sunday night game, the Kansas City Chiefs will be going against the Denver Broncos, which will be the Sunday night NBC NFL game on NBC. Kansas City Chiefs are now 9-1, 9-0. They're still undefeated. Will they be 10-0 when they go against the Denver Broncos? We will find out later this weekend, and don't forget to check your local listings. Georgia Bulldogs are having a game, college game Saturday night. They're gonna go at 3:30 after Saturday against Auburn, and also for those who like fake sports, the TNA Impact Wrestling is going to be on tonight from 9 to 11 on Spike TV. So check your local listings and see if it's in your area. Don't forget the Friday night game, Indianapolis Colts versus Tennessee Titans tonight on the NFL channel. And I like that, Konnichiwa. And that's all I have for sports. Right back to the Nut House with my former associate, assorted nut, Irvin Martinez. Go ahead.
Former. I'm already being
Former.
made into,
my fellow nut.
Yeah. By the way, welcome. Devil's Playground is here. Hank Hill. All right, let's go down the list. Let's say hello.
Cheapest meat is?
Turkey or bologna?
All right, let's.
Oh, deer.
Really?
Deer balls. They're under $1.
Thank you, Ed. That's real important. Real important information.
All right, what kind of meat does a nun eat?
Yeah.
You already killed that punchline, yeah.
All right, here we go. Let's say hello. Let's say hello, please. We have our viewers here. We have to be appreciative of them, regardless of them, one of them being in. Welcome ATT. Welcome Cy Buki. DS Photo Guy here forever. WR Ventures. Master Meatball is back. Michelle Stacy, my nuts itch. Where the hell you been? The Bean, Too Much Wartime, Iraq, Honest Guy, Devil's Playground, Hank Hill, welcome. Mad Dog 1968, Ma Laser, welcome. Muhammad Hussein, Queen of England, welcome. Randall 68, Sergio Saint, Scorpio Pio, Smell My Finger, Zappa One, and Tower of London. Welcome all.
Yes.
To our
Tower,
crazy ass show.
my interview will be Wednesday next week.
How's that car doing?
Holla!
It's
Not my
looking
favorite.
really nice. Looking really nice.
Somebody else, please tell me who the mayor, what was found dead. That was found dead?
What? The mayor and man.
Wasn't in Macon. Son of a bitch. Only the good die young, Bean. Remember that. Anyway, welcome back. So what will happen to the roast, Irv? I don't know. We're working on it. Well, you know, I'm really contemplating a lot. LOL, you think this Queen of England carries a handbag?
Montreal Gazette.
No, we're going to
Mexico's
keep the name.
Oaxacan
Why would I
state.
change it? Why would I change the name? I love the name, The Morning Roast. No?
It was the mayor from the state of Oaxaca.
Alright.
There you go.
Yeah, speaking of handbags, is Saibuki here today? Oh, yeah, there he is.
I forgot to tell you, Saibuki, if you're a fan, but you probably not, since you have a very voracious vocabulary. You know that this week the WWE has been in the UK. They've been in London, England for the past week. They were on Monday Night Raw and last night on WWE main event. They're going to be pretty much in the UK all this week. Particularly tomorrow when they have Friday Night SmackDown. Just want to let you know.
Well, whoop-de-frickin-do. A bunch of fake sports. Wow.
Hey, a lot of people have play fake sports on video games. Why not?
Stand it. Welcome, Ma Laser.
It's just having to be more interactive. Let's think of it as video games, just more interactive.
Well, welcome. He said, TB, I'm glad you told me. Yeah. Change it to IRV. All right, what does that stand for, Anthony? Change it to IRV. Change the name. What does that mean?
Irv.
Yeah. Irv.
What? Insane.
I wonder what the acronym that is for.
Insane restrictive verbiage or something? I don't know.
I'm with the show.
Yeah, I got the story. I got that.
Irate rambling version. There we go. Or
Norm will go away.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I got the wing dang deal that you told me, which is really kind of bad. So, which it says
here we
that
go.
beating people unconscious is now a game. This is from chicksontheright.com.
is this a true story or another bullshit
Yeah,
story?
this is a true story. This is from security cameras. This is a security camera from New Jersey, and about these teenagers just messing around. And we can go ahead and, if you could, just roll that.
We got a video?
Incredible footage.
All right, let me see.
3 teenagers are under arrest accused of beating a homeless man in
Nice, Ed.
Hoboken to his death. And police believe.
Well, I'll tell you what. Read the story and I'll go back and fix the video.
Okay.
Yeah.
It says that
Took the video.
throughout the broadcast, reporters kept referring to them as simply teenagers, even though clearly I'm just reading where it's coming from. Can someone please explain why this doesn't qualify as a hate crime? Where basically these teenagers are basically just picking people to beat up unconscious and thinking of it as a game of some sort. And while they beat, they're laughing as they knock people out cold. And says, what is done to these young people to make them so callous and compassion free? We don't know. And basically, they say does it qualify as a hate crime? Well, yeah, because in every one of these instances, according to the video, these were black teenagers attacking white victims.
Yes. I agree, Anthony. People are stupid and they'll continue to be.
Yes, they are.
This is the way it is.
Okay, he's
I'm recoding.
Yeah,
He's recoding it. We're going to have the
I
video.
don't think it'll work.
yes. Right now, it's 9:53. And speaking of something that was similar, at least some type of similar story about this. Excuse me, got some cold in my.
Vodka?
Not water. My voice was getting kind of dry. It was another story that you sent me, Ed. It was, which reminded me of that beating incident. It's basically about this. There's something that's going on in this Jewish neighborhood where this Brooklyn rabbi.
That came from one of our viewers.
Oh, really? Okay.
Why do we have a black screen? Is it still up or?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, the video didn't go.
The video didn't go up. Okay, but the story is.
Actually, that's the inside of your
There we
collar.
Okay. Yes, there's a story where a Brooklyn rabbi says a gang of teens playing a disturbing game called Knockout the Jew. And activists and victims' families say 8 incidents, not about robbery but about hate, have occurred there, which is quite disgusting.
We're gonna talk about it, Ant. We're gonna talk about it. Relax.
Thoughts of the panel?
Yeah. Well, do you think it's racist? Of course it is.
Yeah, of course this is a hate crime, but it's still like it's kind of a pyrrhic, empty version. Like, what type of power do these guys have? I mean, yeah, it is a hate crime, nonetheless.
Wow.
It is a hate crime.
It is. I mean, they
no
had
matter how you say
something.
it, because I mean, how many love crimes that you know? I mean, it's kind of oxymoron
We'll
when you
cover
think about it.
both videos.
Okay. It says that the NYPD is looking into the series of attacks on Jews in Brooklyn. At least one attack was caught on surveillance tape. And some of the assaults may be part of a disturbing game, which has been called Knockout the Jew, as which this person was saying. Police have yet to connect on all the incidents, but released surveillance video shows that one group attacking a Jewish man. The video shows a few difference of the angles of the victim, a man in a hooded jacket getting punched.
Alright, hit a Jew, kill a Jew.
3 teenagers.
So in other words, it's just a mob thing. Basically, when you have that mob mentality and you know, especially if you're in the wrong type of crowd, hey, let's do some stupid stuff, and then the group says, yeah, let's
It
punch
seems
people
like they're
out.
stuck in the wrong type of crowd. It seems like these young thugs like to walk around.
Mm-hmm.
This is fun for them. This is, passing time. And, I don't even know what to say. They should just lock them all up and then,
Throw away the key.
Mm-hmm.
Put them on an island.
yeah.
Put them on their own island and let them survive.
Put them on an island like they did.
Yeah,
in
like they're on
Guam.
Guantanamo Bay. Yeah, they're like
No, not that. That's nice over there. Put them in Siberia. Let them freak their heads
Gilligan's
off.
Island.
Gilligan's Island. Yeah, let them headhunters mess.
Send them all naked. No clothes, no food, and send them over to Siberia.
Siberia. Right like that.
Send them to the Philippines.
That's maybe a good idea.
Let
Like,
them-
look,
let
you
them,
want
Let
to
them see
do
what it's like.
Yeah, help out. Either help out or get
Now,
locked
they're not
up.
going to help out. They're going to loot.
Of course
Are you
they're gonna
kidding me?
loot.
They'll go over there and start looting. That's all they're going to do.
Well, that's what you said. Put them to the Philippines.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm
Why
saying.
don't you just
them
put?
in the
Why don't you just
Philippines.
say? Well, just put it. Don't just put them there. Do something different. Like, look, just put
have
a
'em clean up.
swing us. Exactly. That's what I said. Either clean up or hang a doggone cinder block around your neck. You know, like a dog tag or something.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice. What will happen soon is some white people will sucker punch a black, and then Al Sharpton and Jesse Jackson will be in an outrage.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
Unbelievable. Somebody sucker punch Al Sharpton. By the way, he came here during the time that Sammy was killed.
Yep, Sammy.
He didn't mention squat about it.
Didn't mention it because he couldn't profit from it. I guess.
Why, yeah, exactly. And people wonder why thuggy-looking people are profiled. Yeah, this gives them every reason. I mean, this kind of shit.
Exactly.
I mean, it's happened in the past with, the whites attacking blacks during the 60s and
Stupid. There's
70s.
no way to go through life, son.
But it's
Get that finger out of your ear. You don't know where that finger's been.
It's completely the opposite.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
You probably wear a hoodie and you never profile because you're probably at the gym where most people.
Yeah.
I'm kidding, but
Yeah,
it's 10
you'll
o'clock.
wear a Woody. All right, here we go.
It's
Let's
10
go.
o'clock. It's 10 a.m. right now.
Last leg.
2 hours gone, 2 down, 1 more to go. It's 35 degrees. Getting a little bit warm up in here. It's 10 o'clock a.m. in Eastern Standard Time in Macon, Georgia with a high of 62, low of 41. Keep yourselves warm and bundled up. You're watching the Morning Roast live from the Nut House with Irv, Ed, and DB. Stick around. Don't touch that remote.
Need a toothbrush?
Stick around.
Well,
Not that the North won. Could you imagine if they had taken over these Confederate assholes? This is the shit that we'd be singing as the national anthem. unfreaking believable. People are nuts here.
Need to smoke a cigarette.
Woo! Woo, boy.
Yeah, way too long and not funny.
Twerk deliverance. Holy Tyler, you said a mouthful right there.
I bet backing off in the corner now.
I can't like that. You got a real pretty mouth for grandma. Go ahead and twerk it for me. Yeah. Drop it like it's hot.
Thank God, thank God. I'm so glad that you lost.
You know
the
what,
war.
Ed? You ought to put that in the Beastie soundtrack.
By the way, Towers is way too long and not funny. Why is Derek laughing? I have no clue.
I was just thinking, man, if you put that, if you're able to develop a beast, if y'all have a soundtrack to go with the movie, please see if you could get the rights to that song.
That was horrible. That was absolutely horrible. Actually, the woman was more interesting than the music. Music was terrible. Twerk deliverance. I like that, Anthony. He wants you to post it on your Facebook page, Ed, so he can share it.
Who?
Yurek.
Answer.
Yeah. Well, thank
I
God.
don't know where I got it. Like, they get it off of Facebook or something. I don't know where I got it. I saved the video. I don't save the
Well,
links.
you heard that?
Google it. Google mountain twerking.
Mountain twerking. Okay.
Mountain twerking.
Mountain twerking.
It's horrible. Horrible. Only we show that kind of shit here, don't we?
Yes.
I can't see Meth in the morning doing this.
Oh, no.
Could you imagine? Yeah.
That's a real Southern Belle. No, I'm more like Belle South, but anyway. The phone company.
What is the holiday, the other holiday they celebrate?
What?
Besides Christmas. Around this time of the year.
Is Rick back? Who's Rick?
Thanksgiving.
Or has Rick died? Who's that? What are we talking about, Ant? Who's Rick?
Yo, private trailer in the yarmulke. Yo, private trailer in the yarmulke.
Kwanzaa.
Cause it's Hanukkah and it's Hanukkah.
Sitting down for 8 straight nights. That's how we do on the Festival of Lights.
Throw your hands up for good.
Now that's
Hanukkah.
Holidays to which there is no fee. Cause while the boys be jolly with their holly and tree, we be lighting up candles for Jay Maccabee. Maccabee telling Macca don't be asking. Maccabee kicking some Syrian accent. That's why we live and go twin it. So bust out the China sets and good live. Drink nosh and gimmicks. Speaking in Yiddish, we'll be getting blitzed off top shelf and a shoving. Now the time is right to light up the menorah. Excuse me for a minute while I bust the hood right.
Sitting down for 8 straight nights. That's how we do on the Festival of Lights.
One day, we got 8. Chopping up, cooling and popping kale pectin. 8-day party and there ain't no equal. It's a chosen holiday for the chosen people.
Sitting down for 8 straight nights. That's how we do on the Festival of Lights.
There you go. Anthony, you look good. in that.
Hey,
He looks good in that hat.
what is that, velvet?
Dude, Sergio, what the hell are you saying? 'Twas brillig and slithy trove, did ya gurn and grimble and wannabe and miss me and borgos and what the hell are you saying?
Is that like Elfish or something from Lord of the Rings or something? I mean, you read Tolkien. Do you know what that means?
What's he saying? Can you make it out? Anthony, can you make it out?
You made out. I mean, you've read Lord of the Rings. I mean,
saying?
you know, what's he talking about? Is he talking Elfish, or what? Oh no,
I don't know what he's showing.
The Jabberwocky. Oh, that is from Alice, the Jabberwocky. Okay.
Jabberwocky. Oh, okay. Well,
Wow.
Whatever.
That's way before my time.
I was a fan of Star Wars. Is this from Star Wars?
No, it's just Through the Looking Glass from Alice in Wonderland by Lewis Carroll.
Oh, okay. Well, see, Anthony. Yeah, it is from Through the Looking Glass. Okay.
Okay. Wow.
Jabberwocky. Yeah, Jabba shit. I don't know. It's all Jabba crap.
It's
kind of like sports. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, it's
Gary.
It's going on 10:15 right now, a quarter after 10. It's still 35 degrees, just getting out or just thawing out right here in Macon, Georgia, with a high of 62 and a low of 41 degrees. You're watching the Morning Roast live from the Doghouse or Nut House or Crazy House with Ed and DB.
Doghouse right there.
The Urban Cowboy, Irvin Martinez here.
Urban Cowboy.
Yes. Yes. Indeed.
By the way, we talked about the Philippines and how help is finally arriving after about a week of having, no water and food and so on. Mm-hmm. We're going to go to our daily bread. Okay. And our daily bread today is on helping others. For November 14, 2013, written by Randy Kilgore. I'm sure a lot of people wanted to kill Gore when he ran for president. When snowstorms bury the grazing lands, ranchers must feed their herds by hand. As hay is tossed from wagons and trucks, the strongest animal bulls, they're way to the front. Mm-hmm. Timid or sickly animals get little or no feed unless a rancher intervenes. Workers in refugee camps and food pantries report a similar pattern. When they open their stores to those in need, the weak and the timid may not make it to the front of the line. Like the ranchers, these human lifelines must take steps to ensure that their services reach the feeble, weary, and sick at the edge of society's attention. They are carrying out a principle set forth by God long ago. In Leviticus 19, Moses instructed Israel's farmers and vintners to leave portions of their crops so the poor and the stranger could have something to eat. Verse 9 and 10. We too can serve our caretakers to the weak and weary. Whether we're teachers coaxing quiet students to open up, workers coming alongside a struggling co-worker, prisoners looking for a new arrival, or parents showing attention to their children, we have ways to honor God by helping others. As we seek to serve those in need, may the grace of God that reached us in our need move us to reach out to others in theirs. And there's a little prayer that was written here. Father, open our eyes to those struggling to have enough food, enough love, enough hope, to open our hearts to find ways to help them receive love, using our hands to service to them, and through them to you. By serving others, we serve God. And your Bible read for today in Leviticus, look at that, Old Testament, chapter 19, verse 9. When you reap the harvest of your land, you shall not wholly reap the corners of your field, nor shall you gather the gleanings of your harvest. Okay. And there you have it. Leviticus 19, verse 9. Helping others.
Yes.
Helping others. Remember that.
Yes, always helping others.
Yeah.
Like helping the people in the Philippines.
Yeah.
That's a way of helping.
Anyway,
and those who still want to do, just check your local Red Cross to see how you could donate.
Y'all
food
didn't
and
know how
groceries.
kisses were made, did you?
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Irv makes kisses.
Yeah, there you go. Tara London, you love yourself too much to kill yourself. Are you kidding? You know, who you kidding? Are you kidding me? Dookie on a kookie. Oh.
Ew. That killed my
I look
hunger.
good in that picture, by the way. Yeah, looks good.
Yeah, you did. I don't know about that cookie, but
you know, I did play an elf for Terrell Sandifer a couple of years back. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I was known as the elf on the shelf and off the chain.
Off the chain.
And of course, I called myself the miserable elf. I was walking around drunk, smoking a cigar. It was terrible. But a lot of kids
Yeah, so they didn't.
A lot of kids have fun.
Yeah, you didn't cuss them out, did you? Okay.
No, actually, but the parents. It was funny because we went to this
I was joking,
yogurt
man.
ice cream place. This place that's up in the north in your area.
Frozen yogurt. Okay.
Yeah, and we did a photo op. And it was funny as hell. I love it. Look at that. That's great.
Yeah.
That was you last in your meeting.
I can't wait to
What?
put these.
That's the bottle you drank. Too.
No, and let me just
And it was
say
that
this.
size too.
Let me just say this. I want that to be my Christmas card right there.
Oh my goodness.
That's gonna be a Christmas card I send out this year
Yes.
to everybody.
Don't get hung over. Happy holidays.
Actually, I used to drink that. Look at it. That EL or
E&J or something
yeah,
like that? Yeah.
E&J.
Whatever.
I used to drink that down.
Whatever.
Yeah. That looks like my floor too. Isn't that creepy?
It
Yeah.
is your floor.
Yeah.
What, we right up in
I did. It took me a picture of the floor. I photoshopped it. The bottle was on the floor.
Wow.
The bottle was
What a
on the
great
floor. And I put the elf in the picture with
Yeah.
Irv's mug.
That you like it, right, Anthony? That will be. I'm gonna give that card out to everybody. I'm gonna send that. And the other one with me taking a dump. I like that one too. Why not? Shit. You talk about attention whore.
Oh my goodness, man.
I'll get a lot of
Man,
attention
I
with that.
still that's oh man, get that sucker on Cafe Press wherever we can print that up, man. You just make it a
You know, I may make some money on that. Maybe that's a good Morning Roast shirt for next month.
yeah.
See, I think now next month is going to be when I get some of the Morning Roast shirts, only because it's Christmas time and I want to give a couple away. That may
Okay.
be one of them. That may
How
be
about
the
that?
best one.
That'd be good. Be selected.
Yeah, be different.
Speaking of being selected, the Cherry Blossom Queen will be chosen. Is to be chosen
Oh, I'm
Saturday.
sure Anthony would love to hear that.
Yeah.
Cherry Blossom.
'Cause he's
Anthony,
kind.
your favorite holiday.
Yes, your favorite festival. It's time to think pink and make it. The Cherry Blossom Festival may be 4 months away, but the 2014 Cherry Blossom Queen and Princess pageant is this weekend. Yes. The pageant will be held Saturday, November 16th, this Saturday, at the Grand Opera House. Doors will open at 5:30 p.m. and the pageant will begin at 6. The Cherry Blossom Queen and 4 princesses, typo, will be selected from among 12 high school seniors residing in Middle Georgia. Also selected will be the senior queen and 1 senior princess, chosen from applicants ages 55 or older. The Cherry Blossom Queen will receive a $2,000 scholarship for use at any college or university, and the 4 princesses will each receive a $500 scholarship.
Anyway, it's a white voice alert, Anthony says.
Is white
Remember when Rocco Copper and Radio Hack were the most admired in casting? LOL. Yeah, that was long ago. I think Rocco's been banned extensively from Vaughn Live. It was just too much. Too much. Too much. I
Yes.
can't wait to turn 55. I'm going to run for Cherry Blossom King Senior.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't think they like you very much. You're not nice.
You're
to
not
these
kind.
You're not kind. Yeah, you're kind will never make it.
Speaking of not being kind,
Really?
there's a doctor.
Yeah, you're right. Will they even remember? Half of those people are.
Well, all in
dying,
their 50s and 60s. Hopefully, by the time you're 55, they'll most be all dead or senile that they can't even remember. Hopefully,
They can't. Well, yeah, I have to say, some of these bastards, they do have good memory. They have long memory.
Yes, like a herd of elephants.
Like a herd element.
Yes.
Big fat people. Yeah. Will they remember? Yes, they will.
Yes.
They'll remember you, Anthony.
Yes.
Believe me, you're unforgettable.
Yes. Speaking of not being kind, there's this doctor who's accused of squirting drain cleaner on woman's sex organs.
Yeah.
I guess this would be a contender for the wing dang dinger of the hour. An Ohio woman is suing her gynecologist for allegedly spraying a chemical used in drain cleaner into her private parts.
Boy, that was a dirty ass. Well,
Yeah.
or dirty. whatever.
Exactly.
Not ass. The other one.
Yeah.
Yellow hole.
Yeah, the other hole. The woman who is only being identified as Laura.
Yes, you
quote,
are, Ann. You are unforgettable.
No relation to Dr. Laura. It said she visited her gynecologist, Dr. John Black, in his Akron, Ohio office for a routine gynecological exam called a colposcopy. At one point, ew. At one point, she said Dr. Black squirted some liquid from a spray bottle marked vinegar onto her sex organs and into her vaginal canal. She immediately felt horrible pain and burning down there. She said it was like an open cut with rubbing alcohol being poured into it, she said, according to the source, news people. Laura said Black noticed her reaction and placed a tiny amount of the solution he used to her into a cup. Medical records say that Black tasted it on the tip of his tongue, which immediately started to burn. He then allegedly told his suffering patient, "I'm breaking all the rules," and proceeded to irrigate the burned area with 3 bottles of saline solution. He also applied a cream inside to numb the pain without wearing gloves, according to Laura's husband, Paul. Tests on Laura determined that the chemical that her doctor thought was vinegar was actually potassium hydroxide, a chemical found in drain cleaner that can decompose human flesh.
Wow.
Looks like he's going to lose his license. Definitely
Wow.
going to lose his license after that. No question about it. Jeez. That is just...
Well, speaking of weird things, you know, putting Drano or whatever up her rear end or wherever.
Drain
that went.
cleaner? Yeah.
Yeah. There is this new diet that a lot of models are taking, or people that want to feel full. They're eating cotton balls. It's known as the cotton ball diet, and they're eating cotton balls to feel full, with the goal of losing weight. And experts say, why would they put it in orange juice so it tastes better and they eat it?
Why don't they just get a glass of Tang and just cut the middleman?
I don't get it. They're eating cotton balls as a diet.
Eating cotton balls.
Yeah, along with orange juice. Yeah.
Cotton balls
so
and
these
orange juice.
models can stay pretty.
And still get their vitamin C.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you ever smelled mothballs?
Yeah.
How the hell did you get your nose between their tiny little legs?
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, those
You
are...
should know all about cutting it short, rim shot. Damn, too long. Whatever. Cut it shorter. What are you talking about?
Cut it shorter.
Cut it short. I just mentioned it.
Yeah, I was saying, you talking about the guy
We
who...
talked about that way back when we were broadcasting from the roasted about them stuffing cotton balls.
Yeah.
So they don't gain weight, the models and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should know about cutting it short. You're right, Anthony.
Speaking of which, I think the Victoria's Secrets has some type of holiday special coming up December 5th on CBS, just in case.
Now, how would you know
Oh,
that?
how would you know that shit?
I watched it on
Nobody
CBS
in
News.
the world knows anything
They
about it.
said on the
except
morning
Derek.
news.
Oh.
See, so, okay.
You horny
Just to
son
make
of a
up,
bitch.
just to make up for the Miss Universe pageant that I missed last weekend.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
What happened to the What happened to the blind crab caught in bowl? I don't know if that's funny, Anthony. I'm still trying to think whether that's funny. I'll cut it short though. It's not funny.
I tell you what though. Speaking of mayors, mayor, we had the Marion Barrett 2.0 from Toronto.
Yeah.
Looks like that we got another mayor story right here, but it's not so pretty.
You see that, Anthony? If you would have been mayor, you would have been on the list with all these other mayors. Okay, why don't you tell him?
Okay, this Mexican mayor who denounced extortion. Was found dead. Officials said that a
See, that could have happened to you, Anthony. So much extortion, so much crime that was being committed, or maybe still, you would have been dead.
Yes.
Good thing you didn't become mayor.
Yeah. Officials said recently that a crusading small town Mexican mayor who denounced cartel extortion has been found dead on a roadside.
Wonderful. I would love to have you here.
A
Please
killing
try to
that
make it tomorrow.
a killing that has drawn national attention. Former President Felipe Calderon published tweets demanding an explanation of the death of Ignacio Lopez Mendoza, the mayor of the town of Santa Ana Maya in western Michoacan state of Mexico. The largely agricultural town has about 12,000 residents. Calderon is from Michoacan, which has been dominated for years by the Knights Templar drug cartel.
Yeah.
Its members routinely extort money from residents, businesses, and even local officials.
Wow.
Armando Amaro Vallejo, an assistant prosecutor in the neighboring state of Guanajuato, where the mayor's body was found, said an autopsy showed that he died of mechanical asphyxiation ensuing from neck trauma, a phrase normally used to refer to strangulation, which could potentially refer to an accidental injury.
Yeah.
Accidental.
Yes. Yes, Anthony, I saw that. We need to talk about that. There was a mayor who was elected
Yes.
pretending to be black.
Yes, because he had black people on his flyers.
Yeah, exactly. And he actually looks like the sheriff here.
Uh-huh.
He looks a lot like Sheriff Davis.
Yeah.
Completely not black.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
What do you think of that, Derek? Somebody getting in.
It's a great strategy. I'm not gonna lie. I can't really say it's racist per se. I mean misinforming.
Oh, come on.
Misinforming, yeah, but not racist.
But it was a racist misinformation, no? I mean, it had to do with race.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, he pretended.
Yeah, to get
To be black.
just to get the black vote.
Exactly.
Because they make majority of the population, I guess, or a big chunk of the population.
Yeah.
But it's no different than when a lot of black artists, I don't know if you ever seen the movie Dreamgirls, movie version of Dreamgirls, or even more so, a much better movie, the Five Heartbeats, that was directed by Robert Townsend of Hollywood Shuffle fame.
Yeah.
About these, supposedly something, some group that's kind of reminiscent of the Temptations. And back in the 50s, when rock and roll was first popular or started to become popular, definitely, especially during the pre-Elvis and post-Elvis days of the 50s, a lot of black artists couldn't sell in white communities. So basically, they just had white people on their album covers, or just blank white album covers with text on it, like the Platters or the Silver Bells or something like that, and the name of the song on their album, and that's pretty much how they were able to sell records.
I mean, look,
because if they had black people on the album cover, they would burn that record store down. Just like
Well,
in
that's true.
Hairspray, yeah.
Well, Anthony says I should have pulled that shit. And Yirak says, so what does that mean? That people only vote, well, black people only vote for color instead of policy? I guess so. The real problem is that blacks voted for him based on what they thought was color.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes, being misinformed.
And
yes.
no, they that shows that they did not do their homework.
Yeah, well, that too. Yes.
Well, besides the fact that they were misinformed,
Mm-hmm.
That's neither here or there. But in connection with not doing their homework, they would have found out. They could have Googled this guy or Googled him, whatever. Googled him, whatever. Yeah.
Whatever that means.
Anyway, so who knows? If it wasn't for Black, I didn't get claim that title. F that, I would be thanking God. He made me something else. Whatever. You thought Fickling was white? No kidding. Actually, I did too.
Yeah, because the hotel.
Googled that.
Yeah, the Fickling hotel. Fickling real estate. Yeah,
and
I
by
thought
the
so
way,
too.
why is it that they? I bet you Fickling, the white Fickling here in Macon, has that big building. You notice that every time they show on the news, they always have the camera shot of that Fickling building.
Mm-hmm.
And you know these sons of bitches are rocking up. I don't care what.
Obviously, yes.
They are rocking up some more money
in real estate.
In real estate and in fame.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Don't you think so, Anthony? Every time, like, why did they show that building? It's not even pretty. It's like a big box with the name Fickling on. There's so many other beautiful landmarks and making ads, but they have to show that every freaking time. Why is that? You know why? They're making money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wonder if Henry
Anthony,
Fickling,
change your name to Fickle.
Tyrus, I wonder if Henry Fickling is related to that white Fickling through slave love. Well,
Yeah.
Thomas Jefferson and Sally Hemings.
No, but Henry
mean,
Fickling
yeah.
is not related to Fickling.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because Fickling with a G. Yeah, that's the
Right,
difference.
one with a G and a, yeah, but then again.
But then again, people he might have taken maybe, let's say hypothetically speaking that he is related to them, but then probably instead of not want to be associated or whatever, they just took the G off of it.
Never know. No, G for what? Yeah, they dropped the G on the spot.
Yeah, G spot. See.
Pick you. Yeah, look at that. I like that answer. Anyway, so Bob Fickling
Mm-hmm.
is related to Henry Fickling. They're brothers. I don't know if you know that. Bob Fickling is a guy and he spells it with the G.
Mm-hmm.
And Fickling spells it without the G, which says to me that there is something fishy going on around here.
You getting some seafood
They
platter
don't.
vibes?
Yeah. Well, you think about it.
Hmm.
Bob Fickling and Henry Fickling
Mm-hmm.
are
Without a G.
brothers. They're actually brothers.
So one has a G.
One has a
no
G, the other one doesn't.
And then there's the Fickling real estate.
Yeah,
I
Fred
think-
G. Sanford. What's the G stand
Finger
for?
of fate.
Yes. The 19th factor still continues.
Yeah, there you go. What the freak are we talking about? You're right, Anthony. What are we talking about? You talk about rambling.
Yeah.
None of the shit makes sense.
Never does.
No, it never does.
It never does.
That's why the 19th factor is
13th factor.
19th factor. I got my numbers mixed up. Yeah.
13 monkeys.
Yeah. I thought it was 12 months. That Brad
You
Pitt
had one
movie.
for good luck.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
There we go.
I got some stuff, some news
You
coming
got some
up.
more shit coming up. I'm
Yeah.
looking around here. Something
Yeah.
interesting.
Something
Oh,
interesting.
Wacky
Some
news.
new
huh?
breaking news. Actually, in Atlanta, officials say that a materials handling firm is moving its operations to Clayton County, bringing about 100 jobs to the new site south of Atlanta. Grant Wainscott, director of the Clayton County Office of Economic Development, says Briggs Equipment is moving from the Fulton industrial area to the site near Hartsfield International Airport. Wainscott tells the Atlanta Journal-Constitution that in addition to the 100 jobs being transferred to the area, Briggs will likely hire another 20 to 25 people in the next 2 years. The materials handling firm provides short and long-term rentals of forklifts and other equipment used to move items in industrial and warehouse settings. Sells parts and service equipment and sells new and used equipment. Isn't that something? But they're not going to bring it to Macon because I guess they're afraid that some ex-officer's going to try to steal it or something.
Wow.
Just kidding.
Yeah, that's pretty outrageous.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Bringing 100 jobs.
only 100 jobs. Oh, come on. We can do better than that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do
we could.
200. Aim high.
Yeah, aim high.
Yeah. And speaking about aiming and high, it sounds like this guy is.
That joke's
India's
for you, Anthony, by the
chief
way.
India's chief investigator has inflamed the nation's rape debate by comparing legislation of sports gambling
Legalization.
to enjoying sexual assault. Now, what does that mean? He says that if you can't stop it, enjoy it. Ain't that some
You
shit?
can't
Wow.
be enjoying them.
It is better to have something, legalize it, and earn some revenue rather than throwing your hands and letting things happen. His words immediately incited social media outcry, and women's groups have lashed out at his muddled statement. He was advocating changing the laws to accommodate unstoppable behavior, or arguing the laws should stay in place even if there was little attempt to enforce those laws. Wow. And this is the guy that's in charge of the rape investigation. What he's saying is that it's difficult to enforce a ban on rape. They should rape him. Look at how creepy.
So basically, legalizing sports gambling. So basically, they could gamble while they're acting a fool. Jeez.
Well, no. What he's saying is that just like the sports gambling, they can't control it. They can't control rape, so just legalize it.
Legalize it? Why don't they just legalize crack smoking or meth smoking or something?
Well,
Jeez.
they're about to do that. They're doing marijuana right now. The Pine Woods in England is the next one being filmed there. What are we talking about? I have an idea for what they could do in the alternative field. Why not make it into a film studio to make movies?
Bingo.
Since they're trying to get more movies here
Bingo.
in Georgia, just a thought. Great, but they're going to
Bingo.
tear it down. That was yesterday's news.
But they're going to tear it down at the end of 2016
Right.
season.
They're gonna
So
tear it
it'll be
down.
like 3 years from now.
They'll build something there.
You know.
That would be ingenious, and definitely, totally genius.
If the Building American version, where would they film in Georgia? They weren't. Okay. Well, Turner Field, I don't know. I'm upset that the Braves are moving out, but
So, man, you have to drive even further to go to the stadium, and it's going to hold fewer people.
Who goes? You don't go. I don't go. You don't go. What the fuck?
well,
Right?
Yeah, I
It
mean,
all has
if
to
I
do
had the
with the
money,
bars. It all has to do with the bars over there in Cobb County. They have more bars there.
yeah, that's true.
It's
That's true.
almost then like number one attraction, bunch of bars.
Oh yeah,
But again, it goes back to what I was saying yesterday. They're creating it around a lot of bars. It's going to generate a lot of money. Just
Oh,
like
yes.
here, they have that Friday Fest or whatever they call it, First Friday. The law is you're allowed to walk around and with an open container on the street. But God help you, once you leave, you're going to get trapped, cited, thrown in jail, car taken away, lots of money made.
yeah.
That's exactly what they're doing. They're setting us up. And since people are a bunch of dumb sheep, you know how they are, Anthony. You said it before. People are stupid.
Yeah, but you know what, Irv? If you want to go out and get drunk, that's fine. But don't get behind the wheel.
That's
You
true.
can kill somebody.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I mean, carpool it or something. Have a DD like Derek.
Yeah, designated driver. Yes.
Well, here's a mundane story coming up. What do we got?
Yeah, it's some news.
Totally mundane. Totally useless, but
Well,
hey,
yeah, but
it
it's
may
about.
help.
But we're talking about businesses and stuff trying to make money. It says after Nokia, there's a mobile games boom in Finland, somewhere in Scandinavia. In Helsinki, Finland, it says from mobile phones to mobile games, Finland has found there's life after Nokia in a bustling startup scene that's produced hugely popular game apps such as Angry Birds and Clash of Clans. Mobile gaming is fast becoming Finland's new flagship export industry, with revenues expected to double to 2 billion euros or up to 2.7 billion American dollars this year. About 150 game developers are showcasing their ideas to global investors this week at the annual Slush Conference, or SlushCon, I guess, a hotspot for startups in Europe. The conference, which ends Thursday, I guess, today, has tripled in size from 2012 last year, with investors representing venture capital funding worth more than $60 billion.
Yeah, well, whoop-de-frickin' do. Who cares? Anyway.
Yes, it's finishing, yes.
Now, this is funny. I'm watching a video that was just sent to me about this monkey riding a dog. It's hysterical. Thank you, Semp Gata. That is funny stuff. Welcome, by the way. It's nice. They get here and right away they get involved.
Yeah.
I like that. They send us a video.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone there.
Thank you.
Of course, those who have Nokia, you realize that Finland is ending their phone division of Nokia, which is now being taken over by Microsoft. That's why I want to bring that up.
Oh, here we go. Thank you.
Thank you, Ed.
And thank you, Ed. Yeah. Semp Gata. This is funny as hell. I hate to say that monkey does kind of look like me.
With the hat.
Yeah, the hat. That's what it is. Look at that. Look at that. I love it. Look at that. That is one smart monkey. Wow, he looks almost human. Yeah, thank you. There you go. Thank you. Thank you, Sepp Gata. Is he still around?
He back.
He left. Oh, what the hell? That was nice. Like eat and run.
Eat and run just for fun.
Funny. All right, here we go.
Yes, I was just getting this this M chat from Saibuki. Wow.
Yeah. Yes, that was before my evolution to me now. right the door. Thank you, Anthony. Yeah.
Wow. Some crazy stuff.
Welcome to your way of thinking. You know, let me just say this, Anthony. A lot of people took a lot of the things that you said to heart. Believe it or not. Like they love to steal ideas, of course. But you notice now, all of a sudden, they're making a big deal out of the music here.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't doing that shit. They were they're talking cherry blossom and revitalization.
Mm-hmm.
But they really weren't talking about the music. Now there seems to be a better rush.
Yes.
To making music here in Macon. Yeah.
How about that?
Celebrate more dead people.
More dead people.
Gotta come up with more dead people, Derek.
I guess.
Give it time.
We'll give it time. But speaking of which, I got this story from Saibuki where we're talking about this burgled couple penned tongue-in-cheek notes to thieves apologizing for not having enough in their home. It says a burgled couple had their house broken in had the last laugh over thieves who broke into their home by writing a tongue-in-cheek note apologizing for not having enough stuff to steal.
Yeah.
Kate Barrett and Dan Owen, sarcastic letter, no relation by the way. They had wrote a sarcastic letter that became a viral hit after they poked fun of the burglars and thanked them for leaving fingerprints. The pair's home in Northampton, England, was broken into while they were both out. After climbing up the garden wall and smashing through the patio, the thieves escaped with some cash, a camera, an iPod, and 2 gold watches. The husband, Dan, who's 34, runs a PR business and said they decided to put the passive-aggressive note rather than just sit around and mope about the crime. The tongue-in-cheek letter apologized for not having particularly expensive taste and says Dan was disappointed the thieves had ignored Kate's awful VHS video and cassette collection. See that? See, you're not the only one who still has VHS tapes, Ant. There you go.
Yeah. By the way, Ed does play guitar, so just in case, maybe. And he's rednecky looking, so maybe it'll work out.
Twerk out.
Twerk out. All right, let me see. Tower, do they have a creative loafing publication in your town? No, they don't.
Yeah, they do. Don't they? No, we got the 11th hour. That's our.
Yeah, we have the 11th hour. Yeah, there you go. Anthony just said it.
Now, for Lauderdale, we got something called the Rag.
Something called the Rag.
It's called the Rag.
Rag.
Same shit.
Oh well, there you go. By the way, we got a few minutes left. Let's bring up our word origin, wordsmith.
Yes, that's what I'm doing. Yes, the word origins and also who said it first.
Make you so much smarter.
Yes. Yes, indeed. We also have one. I was trying to get which one. I guess we had 2 of them because we didn't get to do. Oh, yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. Who said it first?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and get into that.
Word of the day, Kugel. Yeah, you heard that. I think Anthony liked that. Yeah, Kugel. Either Kugel or Koongel.
Yeah, that's kind of
Coon.
There used to be a peanut butter named Kugel with the googly eyes. They had like a chocolate flavored peanut butter and strawberry
flavored.
Only you would
know that. I have no freaking.
It was back during the 70s when I was a kid. I used to love it. Well, quite well, thank you. Anyway, it says, who said this first? Only X amount of shopping days until Christmas. It says the idea of reminding people of how much shopping time is left before Christmas is not new. On the 19th of December in the year 1900, the Los Angeles Times displayed a reminder. There are only, counting today, 5 more shopping days till Christmas. 4 days later, the Washington Post took up the cry, only one more shopping day until Christmas. At the time, Gordon Selfridge, who was working with Marshall Field and Company in Chicago, he may have picked up the idea from the newspaper's mention, but certainly he soon instructed his staff to drive the same slogan, which put up a real sense of urgency into the shopping lead up to Christmas. Before long, it was used worldwide. But now, yes, it was used worldwide, but now, I guess, until Mr. Selfridge did, it's now a commercial thing now.
There you go.
So who said it
Who
first?
said it first?
Hold on.
Anthony, I said it first. Come here
Just
tomorrow.
in time for.
Mm-hmm.
You know I'm expecting.
You expecting?
Yeah, in less than 6 weeks, I get a lump of coal.
Ha ha.
Hee-haw.
Yes.
Beware the man in the
Red suit.
suit with the fat ass.
You know, we
Yes.
gotta have a little etiquette in this show, right?
Yes, we
yeah.
do. Yes, we
Please.
do. Matter of fact, that is our word for today in word
Why
origins.
is Santa Sachs always so big?
Oh
Because
no.
he only comes once a year.
Ah, yeah.
You know, that would be good. Twerk chicken. He's opening up a new Jamaican restaurant.
Well-
Anthony, you should go write for Saturday Night Live. You're just as unfunny as they are. All right, go ahead.
Here we go. The word etiquette.
Yeah.
Etiquette is
Pay attention to this.
almost
word
is almost literally just the ticket, quote unquote.
Yeah.
The primary meanings of French etiquette are ticket and label. And indeed, it is the source of the English word ticket. A particular application of it in former times was to a small card which had written or printed on it directions as how to behave properly at court. Hence, it came to mean prescribed code of social behavior.
Well, we
Yeah.
have no etiquette
Etiquette.
around here.
Thank you,
So,
sir. May I have another?
I did cut it short. That's what it said.
yeah.
Jeez, man.
You know,
Be very, very quiet. I'm hunting rabbits.
Yes.
here we go.
you go.
Boring.
Boring.
That's a new sound effect.
Hey, school was
Hey, can you
boring,
record
too.
that?
School was boring.
Boring.
Oh my goodness.
Wabbits and dumplings. All right, he's just kidding. He always is kidding.
Yeah.
He's always just kidding, even though he's real. He's kidding that he's kidding. He's really means it. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, Jesus, look at that expression. What the hell? That was a perfect picture. The froze out with Derek looking that way and me looking like a nutcase. Unfreaking believable.
Wow.
What a show. What a show.
Speaking of origins,
We got 8 minutes. That's my that's my favorite child.
and we're back. Yeah.
Oh shit.
I was looking.
Well, you know, this show is so stupid. I swear to God.
Oh,
We
yeah.
are just completely ridiculous.
Oh, yes. It's.
But you know, what's so funny is we
Wait a
got
sec,
so
wait a
many
sec.
viewers.
When you look at The Daily Show, when you look at Jon Stewart and the way they do their shows in Second City,
Mm-hmm.
stupidity is funny.
Yes.
I'm glad you agree,
Why do
It's
you
Anthony.
taking a concept, but looking at it from another point of view.
Yeah. I mean, just like reality TV. Well, all these shows like Love and Hip
I'm
Hop
so
and
sick of it.
Real
Listen, if
Housewives.
people get entertained with frickin' Kim Kardashian, they're sucking up to us. Believe me, we're better. We ain't got the nice ass, but
That's true.
we got plenty of assholes, though. Yeah.
That is good. We definitely have a lot of that.
Anyway, stupidity makes the world go round. Yes, it does. Just like money and stupidity.
Look at the shit people do, the stupid things they fucking do.
Mm-hmm.
Especially on fucking videos on YouTube. The
Mm-hmm.
dumbest things with that baby with the damn Trojan over the fucking baby's head up to his eyes. That's what the parents
Oh, yeah,
should
I guess,
be
yeah.
thrown in jail.
All right, we're almost done. 6 minutes. What do we got? You better come up with something.
Well,
Come up
basically.
with something interesting.
Well, I was
and
just looking
boring
at the
same
celebrity
time.
birthdays, but this one in particular. There was who's
Oh, happy birthday! Yeah, that's pretty
yeah.
boring.
We had Prince Charles. Prince Charles turned 65 years old
Who the
today.
hell's that?
The guy who married Princess Diane, man. Prince Charles?
Prince Charles.
Prince
Prince
William.
Charlie, motherfucker.
Prince William's dad. Who obviously William or his brother didn't get his looks from, thank goodness.
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah, we're almost done, bro.
And Yanni, who's a new age keyboardist, who's 59 years old. He turns 59 years old today.
What's going to happen in England when Prince Charles becomes the king? It's almost like having Alfred E. Newman from Mad Magazine being your king. Isn't that terrible?
Yeah, I know.
Some poison.
Speaking of which, I know Sabuka that the next king of England, well, maybe. Basically, since he's 65, that says he may get a pension. Says the future.
Social Security? Oh, no. They
Yeah.
have that over there.
Yeah.
The king?
No, Prince Charles.
Yeah,
He's
Prince
65, but I mean, he's already a millionaire, and he's the longest-waiting heir apparent in Britain's history, overtaking Queen Victoria's son Edward VII 2 years ago. So he broke the record of waiting in line to be the next king.
Yeah.
But guess what? The future king, if he becomes a future king, he's entitled to 110 pounds or $175 per week because of his service in the Royal Navy and voluntary contributions he made. So
He's not going to make it. I think his mom will outlive him. I agree.
Possibly.
I even said that not too long ago. Mm-hmm. You remember her mother lived till what?
So she was 101.
101.
Yeah. See, he's getting $175 a week. It's like, what you gonna do with that? That's
They
like,
buy a lot of, what do they call
A lot of
it?
interest.
The Big Mac, is it? I think the Royale.
yeah, the Royal.
Over there in England.
Yeah.
Royales.
But he but normally he probably wouldn't go to McDonald's. He'd probably go to Burger King.
Well, nice, Derek. Nice try. By the way, no, seriously, $175 a week for doing what?
Pension.
For just walking around like pretending
He
that
was in the
he's
Navy.
in charge?
He was in the Royal Navy.
Well, yeah, you get when you're a
pension.
veteran, you get veteran benefits. Because you serve for your country.
Yeah. See.
Except our veterans right now are getting fucked up the ass sideways.
Unlike Prince Charles. See, Sabuka says royals get $40 million a year, and their estates give $200 million to the state each year.
Wow.
So he's already getting $40 million. So $175 is nothing. That's like pocket change. I've heard it says he's gonna use that $175 just donate it to charities or something like that.
Tower says it best. That's so sweet of them.
Also, other celebrity birthdays: Condoleezza Rice.
She's a lesbo.
Yeah, the first female African American to hold the
Piano
position.
playing lesbo.
Yeah, she's 59 years old.
Yeah.
Aaron Copland, the great populist
Okay.
American music composer who developed American style of composition. He famous for Hoedown and Appalachian Spring. And those who don't know the composition of Hoedown, this is the one that you hear on those beef commercials. Beef, it's what's for dinner. Yeah, that's a good one. Those. Yeah, see, you got the Cowboys. See, right there. Patrick Warburton, actor known for his comedic deep baritone voice, such as The Emperor's New Groove and the television series Seinfeld as the role of Pud. He's 49 years old today.
Yeah.
Also, Jawaharlal Nehru, who was born on this day in 1889, died in 1964. He was the first Prime Minister of India from 1947 to 1964, who credited with transforming the newly independent India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, and democratic republic.
Yeah, right. And by the way,
Close friend of
rape chambers.
Wow, rape chambers.
Country about it's all about rape over there. What else?
Well,
It's all about rape and cell phone companies that they seem to always pick up the phone every time you have a problem with your cell phone.
Yeah.
Never an American on the other side. It's always somewhere in India.
Laura San Giacomo, who appeared alongside sitcom Just Shoot Me as Maya Gallo along George Segal, and also first became famous in that movie, independent movie Sex, Lies, and Videotape, who played Andy McDowell's sister. She's 51 years old today. Also born on this day, the late, great Sherrod Schwartz, born on this day in 1916, who died in 2011, 2 years ago. He's best known for being the producer of the classic television shows Gilligan's Island and The Brady Bunch. That's it.
There you have it.
Sherwood Schwartz?
Yeah, Sherwood Schwartz.
I didn't
Man
know
of
the name, but I know you're talking about.
Yeah,
Man-
wasn't he was Brady Bunch, wasn't he? Gilligan's
And
Island?
and Gilligan's Island.
And for some reason, my dad said we're related some way to them, but that don't mean shit. That really
Okay.
doesn't.
And one more, Joseph Simmons. Joe Simmons, best known as Reverend Run, as one of the members of the influential hip hop group Run DMC, and the brother of music mogul Russell Simmons. And
One
there
of
you
them
have
died, didn't they?
Jam Master Jay, yes,
Yeah,
DJ.
yeah. Anthony actually liked him.
Mm-hmm. I liked it too. They actually performed here at back in 1985 during the same day of Live Aid. Back in 1985, July 14th, at the Fresh Festival, Fresh too, at the Grand Opera House.
Wow, well, whoop-de-frickin' do.
Well,
Ain't that great?
I guess like a
Oh, it's 11 o'clock.
yes, it's 11 o'clock, and like a mummy, it's a wrap. We want to thank all of our guests here. Ashley 34, ATT Saibuki, DS Photo Guy, Here Forever, Master Meatball, My Nuts Itch, Too Much, Wartown, Urag, Wildcat, Hank Hill, Queen of England, Scorpio, Pio, Smell My Finger, Smurfs, Tower, London, and Watchdog.
Tower, you're going to be on tomorrow? We'd love to have you, please.
Yes, be able to go ahead and
Yeah,
do
we
your
can-
interview
we can
also
use
as
to
well.
spice up. And I want to thank everybody. We got a lot of people on today, and I'm all yous unnamed and named and whatever.
Yeah,
Thank you.
keep yourselves warm and stuff like that. We'll see you. This will be, I guess, tomorrow will be Flatulent Friday or Frozen Friday.
Flippin' Friday.
Flippin'
or one
Friday.
of those.
The last Friday before Thanksgiving. And also a week before from Black Friday, which is the start of the Christmas shopping, which is the day after Thanksgiving. So, till next time, on behalf of Irv and Ed, this is DB saying, can you smell what the roast is brewing?
All right, goodbye.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Tomorrow. Yes, how long are you going tomorrow night? Yes, well, we'll be there after 8 o'clock.